This
And
looks
we're
like
in.
I was trying to write LGBT, but I did not.
Hello and welcome to Some Other
Hi.
Heroes. It is Sunday. It's a Some Other Heroes Day. We are your queer dungeoneers, your gay geeks, and your wonderful all-round friendly nerds. We're back with our Dungeons and Dragons homebrew adventure set in a world of skyships, floating islands, deep magic, and strange mysteries. My name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honour and joy of being the main storyteller and DM for this particular game. With me are my three normal cohorts, all of whom will introduce themselves in a second. And we're going to start today with Wayne.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne. My pronouns are he, him. And before I introduce my character, I would like to say hi to Top Banana Art, who just raided us. Thank you, G.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, G.
And welcome to
Michelle.
this craziness in the sweltering heat. As I said, my name is Wayne. My pronouns are he, him. And I shall be playing the Bardin Rock, who is a dragonborn with dramatic proclivities. And that's not a euphemism.
Is now.
Or it is.
Or it could be.
Yeah. Charlie, I'm going to make you go second today.
Oh, hi, I am Charlie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Aisling, who is a sword warlock satyr full of chaos and dairy products.
Accurate. True. Cool. And Theo, last but definitely not our least.
I am Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I shall be playing Eugene, who is, he's just a wizard.
Just
an
wizard.
ordinary wizard.
Just an innocent wizard.
Always this close to existential panic.
Love that. Love that for you.
Yep.
Excellent. Before we dive into today's episode, we obviously want to shout out Top Banana Art and Feline Trickster, our wonderful friends. These two wonderful illustrators and character designers have a semi-regular stream, which is just before ours. If you have something that you want to, you've got nothing demands your attention away, we do recommend dropping in. They are super chilled and super chaotic. You can have to watch them to figure out how they manage that. And they do beautiful, beautiful things. They're lovely. Our second shout out is to Dice and a Slice. If you like cake and if you like Dungeons and Dragons, and let's be honest, why wouldn't you like those two things at the same time? We've got a hype training coming. This is weird and new and exciting.
It's all kicking off today. I love it.
It's all about the hype.
We thoroughly recommend our wonderful friends at Dice and a Slice. Josh is creating a wonderful nautical themed world that is full of pirates and strange gods and dark twisted secrets. All the players are cursed. It's brilliant fun. Come and pop along to their podcast every other week to catch up on their adventures. Our second shout out is to the wonderful Misadventurers League, who are back on the 1st of July. Welcome back, guys. We have absolutely missed you, and Hedge is bringing back a new cast with a brand new game of vampires set in London by night. Should be very, very exciting, very, very cool. Storyteller system, as I've said multiple times, is one of my favorite systems. Vampire is part of that. It's a lot of fun, so heartily recommend that. They are lovely people, and it should be a lot of fun. It's also going to be kicking off what's going to be a very, very busy weekend. And to talk about that, we have a little pop-in from one of our friends.
Oh, he is a little poppin', isn't he?
He is. Nikki, hello. Would you like to tell our friends about the amazing Wicked Week?
If I ever did drag, I think Little Poppin would be an incredible name.
Perfect. That's it.
I love that.
Thank you so much for having me here, just to kind of shout about what's going on. We're Wicked Game. We do Dungeons and Dragons as well as some other things. Coming up on July 2nd will be the anniversary of 3 years of being affiliated. And every year on our anniversary, we have a whole week of stuff in order to kind of raise some money to give back to charity. We never ask for money. It's very nice when it happens, but this is the only time of the year that we do that. This year it's in aid of Solace, who dedicate all of their resources to helping survivors of domestic violence and their children kind of escape, find refuge, and also start their new life. So it is a really kind of full step procedure. They do incredible work. We've had some really wonderful conversations with them. It's all for an excellent cause, and it's going to be an absolute blast. Are you ready for this? We're kickstarting on Sunday the 2nd of July. Straight after Some of the Heroes, we're going into Wicked Workshop, where me,
Woohoo!
Lydia, Tom, and Michelle are all going to talk about the SCU. That's the Shrek Cinematic Universe. And we're going to place all of those characters within, traditional RPG classes, and kind of, we're going to have an argument for sure. And, there are some obvious ones like Donkey's a bard, but I don't know, Shrek might be like a fart sorcerer. Who knows? That evening, we are going into one of our new regular shows. This is going to be a new monthly show called The Library of Lives Spent. And it is a series of narrated stories written by and performed by Lydia, who is our DM. They're incredible. We've read the first 2 and the draft of the 3rd one. We've had a rehearsal of the first show. It's just an hour long. It's really chill. There's no like dice rolls or anything like that. It's just story time. It's super chill. It is possibly the thing I'm most excited about for our kind of regular and reoccurring things. Honestly, I recommend checking it out. So that's at 10 p.m. BST, big stream time. On the Monday, the 3rd of July, at 1 till about 4, Lydia is back at it again, making a TTRPG otome. That's romance for all of you non-weebs. That's not what the word means, but it's just a game called Mantle of Secrets, where Michelle is going to work her way through Lydia's world, trying her best to romance everyone, like she always does.
I was going to say, that's pretty much what Michelle does anyway.
It's nothing new.
Horny
Just
speedrun,
get rid of
horny
all the stuff,
speedrun.
like get rid of all the combat and all the other D&D stuff.
All the
and it's just
unnecessary
sort of romance.
stuff. Yeah.
It's sort of hardcore. These are the romanceables. Get to it.
Don't get
It's
any
how they play
ideas,
Dragon
Theo.
Age.
Yes, it is.
It's exactly how they play Dragon.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not how you're supposed to play Dragon Age?
I think there's dragons actually.
Fuck
they're
that. I
sort of
saw one
rumors.
Waste of time.
I saw one once, it killed me. I got back to the romancing.
Yeah.
And then that evening, Tom and Lydia are doing a spooky stream where they're going to be playing a game together on the couch, a bit of couch co-op. They're going to be playing, and that may change at a later date, Mortuary Assistant, which is a very spooky horror game. They're going to get real spooked. I
Ooh,
promise.
I thought that was the DLC for The Sims.
Yeah.
Why isn't it?
That would be.
I would play the
terrifying.
shit out of that. Oh, damn.
On Tuesday, the 4th of July, that's July 4th for all of you Americans, we're going to start the day off with some wicked crafts. We're going to buy some really cheap and probably quite dumb crafts. We're going to sit around, we're going to chat about things past, and we're going to, do some crafts, because we need to build up that friendship so that we can ruin it that evening at the quiz show extravaganza. We are back. There's multiple stage quizzes, I'm told. And I think there's a multimedia quiz to do with it. And me, Tom, and Michelle are going to compete for the title of Law Lord once again. While the trophy does exist in mine and Michelle's house, Michelle won't let me look at it. She chastised me if I ever look in that corner of the room. So I would like to be able to look at the entirety of our living room. So I need to win that. I really do.
Also, can I say Michelle has already quite explicitly said you will not win it. So
yes, she's
Them's
laid the
fighting
gauntlet.
words.
Yeah. It
It's
is a
gonna get
small
ringed.
plastic trophy that says number 1 dad on one side, and it's got Law Lord written in Sharpie on the other, so it is pretty special. On the Wednesday, during the day, starting at 1, Michelle and G, Top Banana, and Bex, RB Illustrations, are doing an art stream. They're going to be drawing some stuff. They're going to be chatting. It's going to be super chill, and it's going to lead you very nicely into our usual time slot, 7 p.m. BST. That's big stream time. for our new campaign launch. It'll be the first session of Wards of the Vale. The trailer is up on our Twitter and on our YouTube. Check it out. It's going to be a ton of fun. You know, I'm not going to say any more about it. Some character art has been dropped. No one's saying who's playing who. It's going to be incredible. There's more accents, you know, so that can't go bad.
I'm so excited. Oh my god.
On the Thursday, we're going to take a break. And our good friends from Some Other Heroes here, say hi.
Hello.
And our friends from Dice and Slice are going to jump on for a 12-hour stream, like a pseudo prequel to the 24-hour stream. This year, it's the Waterdeep job, I've called it. We're doing Waterdeep, we're doing a heist, and we're actually going to do a ruddy heist. So that's going to be DM'd by Chris, and the players are going to be Theo and Wayne and Alicia and Josh from Dice and Slice, with lots of exciting guests. So definitely go check that out. You know, your donations will have a way to affect the game by either creating random events, or there's a new system that will be kind of revealed closer to the time, the details of which, but it's called Momentum Dice. So you'll be able to sway the story whichever way you see fit. So that's very exciting. And that is going to be the pseudo prequel to our 24-hour stream, which happens on the Friday. But I won't get ahead of myself, because that Friday morning, we are launching our new weekly show that will, after Charity Week, start going up every week on the YouTubes. They're going to be 30-minute episodes, and it's Side Quest, where we're going to be playing different games. You're going to get a roughly 12-episode run of little 30-minute episodes. It's just a little morsel, a little soupçon of role playing. Yeah, so it's going to be a ton of fun. We just recorded a whole bunch of it, you know, and a complete new system, completely new to us. We talk about the system at the beginning, and then we play through it. No spoilers, but my character is a Morris dancer. And then that Friday evening, we are starting our 24-hour stream. That's right, we're at it again. I have somehow convinced the other three to let me put them through a gauntlet of TTRPGing. This year we're doing It's Always Sunny in Waterdeep, which is going to be kind of a narrative follow-on with little links from the excellent work that Chris and the team are going to do on the Thursday. But it's a 24-hour stream. Again, you'll be able to make random things happen. Again, you'll be able to affect the sway of the story by affecting the momentum dice. And we've got special guests, and I'm so excited. I will tell you the special guests soon, I promise, but they're incredible. Like, there are some people who know who they are, and it has honestly blown my tits off with who wants to be a part of this. So it's really incredible. We're really excited. And then on the Sunday, we're gonna have a little Wicked Week wrap up, where we're gonna kind of collate it all, talk about how it all went, and just kind of relax. Additionally to all of that live content that you'll be able to consume over that week, we have a charity bundle that we've just announced. It's a piece of merch for £15. You can get 2 Divisia Census notebooks, one lined, one dotted,
pretty,
as well as 4 A6 art prints done by the incredible Top Banana of the characters from Divisia Census.
Oh, talk about pretty! Wow,
they are absolutely stunning. All of the money from the sale of these bundles will go towards Solace. There is no, site fees or anything like that. We've got all that covered. No more nonsense. 2 books, 4 prints, all for your leisure for just £15 plus shipping. And they're a limited number, by the way. There's only 25 of the bundles, but that will all go towards, like I say, Solace, who do incredible work for survivors of domestic violence. We're really excited. We're really blessed to have these wonderful people around us to help. Having that Thursday off means that we've been able to kind of go to 2 streams a week as of last year, rather than just the kind of 1.5. So big thanks to everyone for joining in. We're so excited. We're a week away now. A week away. And the pressure is truly on. We've had lots of conversations with us. It's really wonderful. We're really excited. Thank you, Chris, for giving me a little platform to talk about all this stuff. It's going to be exciting.
Pleasure. Yeah, it's absolute joy.
I have to get a plane on that Sunday evening. I have to go to another country.
Oh my God, Nicky!
It's going to be. I'm going to be in a box come the end of it. But it's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be worth it.
Oh, dear. We'll pick him up from the airport the week after and just kind of
Yeah.
wheel him into the dark somewhere for a while.
I'll just get frozen until next year. It's fine.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's all right, Nikki. You can come home and have a look at your trophy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take it. I'll take it with me on holiday. That's not holiday. At all. I'm going for work, but yeah, I'll take it with me.
Some other heroes would just like to know that Wayne speaks for himself and does not indicate the opinions
I
of the
love you,
rest of the
Michelle.
cast.
Please don't hurt me.
Thank you so much, Nikki. That is amazing.
No, thank you.
That's good.
And,
We're very excited over here as well. 12-hour stream.
So excited.
I hope we can set up some really fun things for you to pick up and throw around as well, which would be great. But yes, lots of surprises, lots of fun.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful stream, guys.
Thank you so much.
Love you, bye.
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 So I guess with that, the only thing really left for me to do is start the titles.
Better than hearing the
And we're
voices
back.
again.
Is
Nah,
it
they're
music or
feeling
is it
alright.
voices? Last week on Some Other Heroes, our friends left behind the White Temple, the strange place where Aisling discovered Alabaster, her demon companion in mind. It was not the best journey. They had some time to think on some of the revelations they've had over the recent adventures, some time to talk and catch up, but equally they were very much reminded of just how dangerous the scattered lands can be once you are far away from civilization. Their journey to Brambles End was punctuated by dragon attacks, snowstorms, and
Forgot about how bad that actually went.
and pirate chases, all
Don't
of
forget
which
the sharks.
and sky sharks as well.
The sharks.
But despite all this, and despite some damage to the Dragon's Hope, they have managed to make it to the Fey Enclave, Brambles End, the place where Aisling was raised. Also, I forgot to mention, probably best should, Eugene attempted a new spell, merging two elements of Ally of the Throne's Blade and Magic Circle. Tried to reach out to have a direct conversation with Throne's Blade about what they had discovered. It went well, it worked, but drew Eugene into the realm of dust and shadow as opposed to bringing Throne's Blade to the material plane, much to the shock of Rock and Aisling. Conversation was had, some revelations were placed in Eugene's mind, and some confirmations were given to the half-elf before Throne's Blade gently deposited him back with his friends.
Subtly just him.
So, we are approaching Brambles End. As I called out at the end of the last episode, there's not a lot here. There's probably about 12, 15 houses. It's very small enclave, particularly compared to Mallory's enclave outside of Cloud's Cairn. But it is busy. I think with a cursory glance, you can all see there is probably about 100 odd people, most of which have just stopped to see the strange skyship that nobody is expecting heading towards their single sky dock. There is a call out, and a large tree-like creature unfolds and walks towards the sky pier. You can see this Leshy with one single gold sash with a couple of emerald brooches on it, reaches out and slowly picks up these big batons and guides the ship in very, very gently.
Amazing. Are they little branches with fireflies on the end?
Possibly. Well, no, those are for night. These ones are painted fence posts, basically. I'm just going to jump over so people at home can see the sort of size that Brambles End is. For those of you in Roll20, you can see this already. It is winter here as well. Snow is heavily on the ground, but most of the areas have been cleared away. You can see all sorts of Fae and Fae adjacent people moving about, clearing space, working, trading, farmers bringing in harvest ready for what looks like is probably a big shipment, which you can only guess is heading to New Doan. The Leshy guides you in. Sudar gently shifts the ship down to the dock. Before any of you can depart, the Leshy holds up one big hand and in rumbling Sylvan says, "Please hold for inspection."
Am I the only one who can speak that?
I feel like Eugene and Rock
Eugene
can
will.
speak.
Oh, okay.
Can
good.
you speak? Oh, it's Elven you speak, isn't it?
I do.
So you get the odd word here and there, but it's not quite the same.
Okay. I think Aisling will just sort of say, just wait, they're going to inspect stuff.
What have we done?
I don't know, what have you done?
Well, I don't know. Why are we being inspected?
I don't know, have you done something wrong? Oh God.
Keys is
But
standing
you're-
behind you, just kind of rubbing her temple.
You're supposed to know what's going on here. I told you I don't know the customs of the Bay places.
Am I?
Eugene, you
For God's
explain
sake,
it to
Ashton.
them.
Anyway, it's very pretty.
Isn't it? It's
Yes.
nicer when it's not got snow on it.
But the snow makes it look quite picturesque, I think.
It's cold.
Well, yes, that is kind of a feature of snow.
It's wishful thinking at the moment. So you are chatting away, and the Leshy steps off to one side. Bear in mind, this creature can probably reach you from where he stands on the shore. He steps aside, and you see 3 figures walking towards you. One of which striding, trying to keep a few paces ahead deliberately, is a mauve-furred hobgoblin. She is quite tall, quite well built. She wears like a quite officious-looking robe with a simple sash, with similar sash, gold sash with 3 emeralds on it. Fur has been very neatly trimmed. You can see the touches of grey from where she's obviously a little bit older. Her ears are tufted with almost feather-like fur ends, and her eyebrows are just big and droopy. And she doesn't hide her tusks. She looks like she commands a presence. Behind her, trying to keep up, are 2 elves in full plate armor that has clearly not been as well kept as it could. The armor is made of emerald-colored plates that kind of remind you slightly of insect armor, and they have long, flowing feather helms, which they all very angular. One of them doesn't fit as well as it should do, and the other one looks like it's a little too big for the other one. Aisling, you immediately recognize Emerald Guard. the militia who keep an eye and keep the peace around New Doan and its surrounding islands.
Actually, who's the important one?
Do I recognize the hobgoblin?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. It's because what we'll do is we'll probably lean into Ashling's memories and we'll let Charlie run riot with Brambles End a little bit this week.
Uh-oh.
What?
No. The roll is great. Just
Yeah.
letting me lean into shit. Okay. What was the
Everyone's
check
gonna
again?
have
Sorry.
chicken feet.
History.
16.
16. Amazing.
Yeah.
You do. She was not this important when you left, but that was a while ago.
Blow up, babe.
This is Vron.
Vron.
Who, and you can tell from her robes that she has taken the mayor's office. Probably from old Toad, the fairy who used to run it when you were little.
So what was Vron's position when I knew her?
Vron is you know Vron as quite this fierce woman, not unkind, but kind of very strict about rules and hierarchy and stuff like that. One of the few people in the Enclave who keeps deliberate order and tries to make things work. She used to be scary to you kids, not because she was ever horrible to you, but because she always presented this sort of air of she was in charge. And when you had
Scale
to
of 1 to 10, how much does she tolerate me?
probably about 6, but there was always
Okay,
a lot.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, as far as authority figures go, that's pretty good.
That's very good. There's
Yeah.
not many people on our ship that get higher than a 5.
Including Eugene and Rock.
Amazing. You can tell by her gait that she's deliberately trying to leave the Emerald Guard behind. She doesn't want them on the ship. She wants to talk to you directly without Nudoan's influence. She wanders up to the deck and in a very clear voice, she...
Oh, I would have told these guys that her name and stuff, by the way, just as a manic whisper before she gets on the ship.
Oh, I do like her ears. They're very pretty.
Yeah,
Wait, is that rude to say that? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
know. You're asking the very wrong person.
Well, if you don't know who... Oh, never mind. Okay, here she goes.
She calls out in a very clear voice, "If I might be allowed to board, Captain." And Sudar bows and waves to the deckhands to lower a plank so that she can come on board. The two guards go to follow her, and she just shoots them this look that says, "If you do this, I will push you off the island." And she wanders on, clasping her hands in front of her. We were not expecting visitors, I have to admit. I am surprised to see people, and it's a very busy time for us, but welcome. Welcome to Brambles End. My name is Mayor Vron. Captain, may I ask what your business here is? And Sudar immediately goes, "Well, I am just the captain. These are my bosses. This is their business. I am just here to provide support." And steps back and kind of gives you a kind of a wink as he walks away.
Mayor Vrom, I'm very pleased to meet you. I'm going to bow very elaborately. I hope we're not disturbing your day. I mean, you clearly have very important things to do. We're not here to disrupt anything. I can see you're busy. We're here for on our way somewhere else. I beg your pardon. My name is Rock, and I believe you know one of my companions. This is Eugene, and this is Ashley.
Not again, Aisling. She kind of, her eyes quirk a little bit, and there's a hint of a smile at fond memories. Well, you
Your
bring
mayor,
home...
I've got a fucking ship. We've done pretty good, huh?
Yes, I say we have. It's very good to see you, Ashley, and charming to meet you, Master Rock and Master Eugene.
Before we go any further, I should probably explain. We're known as Pashkik's Chosen. We are, in fact, a band of heroes who are the chosen of what's that place called?
Glasgow?
That's the one. So yes, we just thought we'd let you know why we have a ship, and Ashling is a very important part of our party.
Heroes.
Yeah, I do stuff.
Adventurers, it seems. Well,
Wow, she knows how to sell herself, I tell you.
I have to admit, we rarely have need of adventurers in a quiet community like ours. There's almost a kind of thought that there's this moment of from a building behind of like bright sparkles and a magic explosion where clearly some Fae has decided to do something that's probably not as calm as she would like, and she twitches for a second.
Ashling's almost doing that thing that Labradors do when they want to run after something. And feet are like,
Say happy taps.
oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
You're welcome to stop off. Any supplies that you can buy from the village are welcome. We only have the one dock, and we are expecting a shipment to arrive very soon. We can house your ship elsewhere if that is all right.
I'm sure the captain will be able to accommodate that. Would that be all right, Suda?
I was actually going to ask you how long you think you are going to be in Brambles End. We are close enough to Ashore that I can skip down and see if we can pick up some supplies for sale.
And perhaps repairs for some of that damage. Ashley, how long are we going to be here?
Yeah, this community
How-
probably doesn't have everything we need to repair.
How long do I think we're gonna need to be here in order to figure out
Well,
how to get?
you don't know when New Doan is due. You just know that it is roughly the time of year that they do pop up. You know that Eugene has a lot to cover all in the city. So it could be anything from a week to 2 weeks.
Okay, so even when we're in New Doan, the ship will stay here.
I think Sudal's saying that he'll take down to Ashore to try and get it repaired and pick up some goods to try and make up for some of the
So how are
losses
we
you're
going to
gonna
get from this island to New Doan?
You know that New Doan will appear somewhere near here, and
We could just get a little.
and then you can get like a little ferry on there or go over when they are doing.
Oh, cool.
deliveries
Okay,
and
all right.
stuff.
Fab.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
No, it's all good. Just wanted to check. Yeah. No, we got ages. Yeah. Do what you need to do.
Oh, that's wonderful. If it is okay with the mayor, my people would like a chance to just rest, and then we will be on our way. Wonderful. I think that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you for all being so understanding. Well, if you would like to disembark, I will make sure that the guards are well aware that you are welcome guests.
Why are there guards? Do you get trouble here?
Oh, I mean, someone needs to fight wyverns and giant hawks and sky sharks when they've roved too far inland.
The journey here, babe. You have no idea.
There's
Atrocious.
a slight twitch at Babe. When she holds her composure.
Atrocious.
Almost like she uses one of her lineage traits to re-roll that wisdom save.
Don't know what I mean.
Well, and she starts walking down the gangplank. If you have the run of the village, if you need me, I am usually in the Longhouse during the day, and of an evening I can be found in my homestead in the Graham.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
And she just turns to go, oh, yes. These two gentlemen are Radiant Blade Eurus and Radiant Blade Telis. They represent New Doan in terms of security. Please be aware of them. And yes. They are very familiar.
Rock's going to try and ease the general awkwardness of new introductions by going, well, they're hard to miss, aren't they?
I think they screw up their faces at that a little bit. Anyway, enjoy your stay. She smiles and wanders off. And as she kind of gets beyond the ship, she kind of turns to this crowd that's kind of gathered around the Skydock area, and she goes, I believe that everybody has work and things that they need to be attending. Would you please stop gawking and get back to what you need to do? Or do I have to ask Granny to come and have a chat with you all? And there's a immediate spring and everybody rushes off.
Whoa.
And she
Ashling, who's Granny?
Is Granny the rabbit folk
No.
woman?
No.
No.
She's Mother Thistle. Granny
Oh, okay.
is a local hag.
Okay.
Who doesn't come out very often. She tends to suit herself, but is often
Suitable
used
for
as a
scaring
voice
people.
of fear. Yeah.
Let's not piss her off, shall we?
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a Baba Yaga vibe.
Oh, see, here come the chicken feet again.
Told you.
Eugene was
Yep.
right.
Sort of place that, as kids, you used to dare each other to run up to the porch of her house.
Aw,
None of you
poor
could make
Granny.
it all the way up.
Not even me.
Not even you.
Shit.
Scary.
Why do I feel like doing that kind of shit in a Fey Enclave is just asking to be turned into something?
That's the fun of being in a Fey Enclave.
Sure, good.
You are in the middle of this very small village. Everyone is kind of getting back to their work and doing what they need to do at the moment. There isn't an inn as such that you can see. The Longhouse, which the mayor mentioned, is a kind of a trade post stroke admin center, like very usual for places like this, very much like Ladywell Farm. Like Ludwig runs the Adventurers Guild and the trade house and sells things out of his little building, and you feel like the mayor does exactly the same thing.
As we're walking through, I'm definitely giving these guys a very manic tour of completely unimportant and uninteresting things.
That's where I fell. That's where I hit my head on that door.
Mhm.
Yep.
I fell down that well. I found out that well. I fell down that well. Yeah.
Wait,
Something
I
like
thought Eugene was the one who fell down wells.
Why does
Plural.
this place have so many wells?
That is a really good question.
Yep.
Because it also has a running river.
Ornamental.
Actually,
Fey are maximalists.
may an insight check actually. Like
From whom?
Eugene and Rock.
No.
Nope.
I believe anything.
15?
15. Given what you know about Fae and the amount of time that you've spent with Aisling, it's probably like somebody said to them, villages have wells.
You should
And
have wells.
They went, right, well, we'll have wells.
We'll have
We're
11
going to
of
have the
them.
most wells that anyone's ever seen in one town.
That'll make us appear like a very normal city.
There's not even any water at the bottom.
And yet you still manage to fall down them.
You can fall down at water or not.
Well, how deep do you need decorative wells to be?
Oh, they're ground level. You fall down them, basically you just fall into it like a plant pot and you just climb out of it again.
Fair enough. Now, where is the hotel?
The hotel?
Well, where are we staying?
Where are we going to stay, Chris?
Make
Apart
me
from in a tree.
I mean, you lived here, so you can.
That was an orphanage.
Yeah. You can make a history check,
Okay,
if you wish.
14?
14. I mean, you stayed at Mother Thistle's house for future needed Fae. So that's where you would probably go to under instinct.
And I think I'd want to see her anyway.
Yeah. And maybe she can give you some information, or you can just wander around and see. There looks like there's a tavern there, which is called the Drunken Human. And shows this a painted sign with a human who's face down and lots of fairies sort of sitting around laughing at him.
It's beautiful. Very quaint little place, this.
No, it's very quaint.
Okay, so we can either go to we could go to Mother Thistle's, or we could check out that tavern, or we could just wander about and see what looks comfy.
Several Fae just sleep where they want to.
I'm sorry. Wait, sorry. Can we just... So your suggestions are... We stay in an orphanage,
What?
a tavern that
Adjacent.
that doesn't look big enough to have rooms, or we just sleep wherever we're comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
Rock's gonna have an aneurysm before.
I mean, you're Fae, not savages.
Yeah, but the Venn diagram crosses over a wee bit.
Okay, well, could we try the tavern first, perhaps, and then if they do have rooms, we could stay there, and then we can go and visit your orphanage. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Yeah, okay. It's not a tragic, horrible, like, spooky one.
I never said it was.
I know, but just as a... Okay, let's get some food.
Good. Okay, great.
We'll go to the Drunken Lads on Tour pub.
You wander down. It doesn't take you long to walk there. Probably about 5 minutes to find the inn. It is a comfortable looking place with probably too many plowshares tied to the wall and roof, and too many like pots weaved into the thatch. And it's one of those things where people, it's gone cottagecore gone too far. Like somebody went and looked at cottagecore, got the basic principles, and then just took it to the next level.
Biblically accurate cottagecore.
I'm seeing a pattern here. It's a bit like having 11 wells in one village.
What's wrong with that?
Never mind. And I'm going to push Ashling inside first.
Okay.
It has.
We're in her town. She's going for everywhere.
It's a mistake.
You step in, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
All of us are just Ashling.
Just Ashley.
Oh, I love it. So that's... Oh, you can tell I live here. It was a nat 20 for a 23.
In which case, who's directly behind Ashling?
It would be me because
Well,
I pushed her.
pushed her.
Yeah, so I feel like you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Eugene, you're far enough back that you can avoid this.
Yeah, I feel like it's second nature for me to avoid whatever this is.
Where am I throwing? Dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, yes, please.
Okay, unnatural 20.
Awesome. You also jump out of the way as there's this explosion of light and this large, big-jowled, pointy-eared dog that has green and yellow spotted fur bamps just into the doorway and past the two of you before skidding to a halt, panting happily, running around in the circle and then bamfing out again. Inside you hear, "Here, no! Oh! Take him hours to get him back. Oh well."
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, he can bounce through walls anyway. Just kind of got him used to the idea that a closed door means he can't go out. But come in, come in. You step inside, and you find it's very kind of like quite nice inside, very sort of homely, very warm. There's an open hearth in the middle of the room. Where you can smell a pot of stew is already on the go. It's fairly much empty because most people are busy and working at the moment. There is there's a half elf, an older half elf, just lounging in this corner, just like in his very later years, just kind of puffing on the smoke, puffing on a pipe, and just kind of like enjoying himself. And a upright, like in a kind of innkeeper's outfit, badger, a beastkin, who looks at you all and goes, "Well, come on in then, come and get warm."
Okay, thanks. What's
Thank
the
you.
dog's name?
Dog.
Perfect.
Genius.
Because frankly, you don't answer to nothing else, so we tried.
Dog. I love it.
Anyway, right, he'll be back when he's ready, I'm sure. Now, oh, you look familiar. You look. I don't think I've seen you for a bit.
Do I recognize this magical badger?
Not someone that you engage with very often.
I didn't have ID. I couldn't come into the pub.
Yeah, I don't think you came to the inn that often. It's one of the places that Mother Thistle's like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I grew up here
Oh, right, I'd be by you
like
familiar.
ages ago. Yeah.
Local as well. Don't get many moon half elves outside the city, but
Oh no, I'm just I'm visiting with Aisling.
Aisling,
I'm
that's
Aisling.
it. That's right.
Yeah,
You're one of Mother Thistle's charges. Oh, well, look at you all grown up. That's nice, isn't it?
And
And
these
who's?
are my friends that stick around on purpose. Rock and Eugene.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you all.
Yeah, it's lovely to meet you too. Sorry, your name was
Doze.
Doze.
Doze. Yes.
Doze the badger.
Fucking huge.
We just wondered if you had rooms available to hire.
Oh,
We need somewhere to stay for a few days, I think.
we're not some hoity-toity inn. We're just a little tavern. We are, but you're welcome. I
tried to tell him.
We're welcome to kind of. Oh, I mean, if you for a couple of silver between you, I'll let you stay here, camp out when I close of a night time.
How about that, Rock? That'll be fun, right?
Do I need to do a medicine check on Rock right now?
Well, that's very kind of you. We were just, discussing options and finding out, just doing a bit of, research to see what's around. We're very new. We just came in on the skyship. Actually, that was us on the skyship.
Oh, that was yours, was it?
It was. Do you have anything to? Could I ask for a drink?
Absolutely. What do you like? Ale, shot?
End
Oh,
of this.
wine.
maybe a bottle of wine if you have. That'd be super.
Got some wonderful thistle wine come in.
Sure, why not?
What's the sugar, like the sweetest, sugariest, sweetest?
Oh, we've got some proper elderflower wine with enough
Yeah,
content to knock your shoes off if you drink the whole bottle.
I won't have a bottle.
Well, why don't I get a bottle and you can have a glass? That sounds. Yes,
Okay.
we'll do that. That sounds interesting.
That's 1 silver, my lord, if you don't mind.
Oh no, please, just my name's Rock. Here we go, and I'll just give him a silver. Eugene, are you having anything?
Oh,
Drop some wine.
no wine for me, thanks. Do you have tea? Do you have
Yes.
tea?
Absolutely, we have. He kind of wanders behind the bar, and he kind of. It's probably about shoulder height on Eugene and Charlie, so I think he comes up onto the step, pulls down this big box, and pops
Who's
it.
Charlie?
Sorry,
who's Charlie?
Aisling. 2 weeks in a row. I'm blaming the heat, and I'm sticking to
I'm
it.
just glad it's moved on from me.
The curse is now mine.
Brings down this huge box and kind of pops it in. There's all these packets of dried tea leaves with different flavors, from chamomile to gunpowder green, and there's even a popping candy surprise.
Wow, that's a lot of options. Just anything calming. I feel like I could do with something like lavender adjacent.
But lavender and chamomile.
That sounds
Damn,
great.
that's gonna knock you out.
Wonderful. He kind of
I'll give him another silver for Eugene's.
just wave that. That's fine. No
Oh,
problem.
don't be silly. You've been very, very helpful. Thank you.
Can I very sneakily as well, like, slide a silver over the counter and be like, "Can I get one of the popping ones?"
Kind of hands
Don't
you.
bother. You don't need a pot or nothing. I'm gonna put it in the wine.
You just whatever gets you
I
up
thought you were
in the
going to pour it
morning.
straight into your mouth, so
Yeah.
into the wine is probably better.
Just rip the bag open.
Passes you 2 sachets for the silver.
I'm just going to see if there's sort of a table nearby or whatever. And go.
All the tables are empty, bar the one with the half elf who is. You're not entirely certain, but he's either dead or asleep. One of the two.
Okay, I'm going to go to the table furthest away from him.
Coward.
I'm just going to sit down and pour myself a glass of wine and pour a glass for Aisling. And I'm just going to sit quietly.
Ashley's gonna put the tea bag in her glass of wine.
What?
Now it's sparkling.
Possibly frothing over ever so slightly.
Perfect. This table's sticky anyway, so.
Can I just check? Did he literally mean we can sleep here in the pub?
Yeah. There's some benches that have got like a few pillows on them. Or you can combine them. So we used to like squeeze a few benches together, and then you could make yourself like a proper bed shape thing. What?
Nothing.
It's got a roof.
It probably occurs to you, Eugene, that Gree spent the best part of 500 years in the same pub.
Yeah, but he didn't remember it every morning.
He also had a room, right? He didn't sleep on the bench.
No, he slept downstairs. He's one of the people that slept downstairs to take care of everybody.
Yeah, he is a bar sleeping drunk. I told you. Stay away from him.
More like he was one of the people who used to keep an eye on the windows and frighten away stray dark fae. So.
Are you saying Gree was used to fast frighten away dark fae? That's rude.
Very scary.
That is his fan, Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Yes, no, the cattail normally just does that, so you'll know the difference.
It
Also,
looks like a little fuzzy Loch Ness monster.
Also, the cats are way too hot to be anywhere near us at the moment. Okay, well,
Yeah,
maybe,
so we could either like stay on here, or we could go see what Mother Thistle's doing, or
it would just I know I'm all up for new experiences, but it would be nice to have somewhere that we could like clean ourselves and maybe sleep somewhere that we're not in a thoroughfare
kind
of
of
people
sticky.
coming in.
It's like 11 wells,
At the
and
river.
at least 3 of them have water in them.
But there's a river too, but I don't just want to fall out the pub and roll into the river every morning.
Hey, we'll go see Mother Thistle. We'll see what she's got.
I mean, don't you want to go see her anyway?
Although
Yeah.
actually, do you know when I put it that way, rolling out the pub straight into the river actually doesn't sound that bad, really. But anyway, oh God, what's this place
Yeah,
doing
don't
to me?
poshos like pay money to do that?
Do what?
Like you go to some like fancy resort and then you go and have drinks and you get in a pool. And it's the same.
I don't know.
Are you
Perhaps
talking about a hot tub?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same as the river.
Why?
Well, the temperature for one. Also,
Yeah.
it's clean water.
With Eugene's passive history, there is a hobby that humans and dwarves used to have where they would sit in really hot rooms and then go and jump in the snow or a cold river Very popular up in the Empire, actually, from what you
See?
understand.
Posho's doing weird things.
You're
It's not so great when you've got scales.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but yes, well, when we finished our drinks, we can go and see your wait, what did we refer to her as? Your mother? Your...
Mother Thistle. That's just what she went with.
But so she's not your mother. You don't call her your mother.
Mother Thistle.
Sounds like everyone does.
You know,
Okay.
I mean,
Gra-
you guys.
Gra-
Yeah,
Granny's
like
not my
Auntie
granny.
Needles.
Auntie Needles, Granny ain't my granny.
Granny ate your granny?
No. Ain't. Is not.
And I mean, my uncle Perb's not my uncle. But
Okay,
still
see?
call him that.
Wait, what?
He's not even called Perb.
I don't know how many times I have to tell. Yeah, he's not my. We're not related, really. Not like in a blood sort of way.
Ashling's aghast.
Who's this
I mean-
stranger that's been living in our house?
Living in our house? He gave us the house. I beg your pardon. He gave Eugene the house.
Temporarily. I mean, he didn't really give it to me. He just said that we could use it. It's not really mine. Anyway, yes, he's not actually my uncle. He just is my dad's like best friend, I suppose.
See, if people just get given these sorts of names, you can just call her Mother Needles.
I know this seems a really strange question, Eugene, but do you... Ashling's just randomly saying words in the back. Yeah, do you have any other family that we might meet when we get to Joanne? I mean, we know of your aunt, who's obviously quite a big deal, but and your racist great grandfather.
Good list so far.
But do you have any other family? I mean, we were just talking about Uncle Perb. Maybe there are other uncles that you should know.
Have you got a real uncle?
Does your aunt have any children?
Are you going to let me answer?
At some point, one of us will keep quiet for a second.
This is like when we needed to know that information. We were like, what happened? What did you talk about?
What kind of crimes?
Yeah.
Do they do
Is was she a spy or a murderer? Because those are the only two options possible.
Yep.
Anyway, yes, you were saying.
Well, yes, I assume that I have other family. I don't know the specifics. I mean, I didn't even know I had an aunt until last week.
That's true.
So
Do you wanna have a look when we get there? Like, did you wanna, or are you not that fast?
well, yeah, I assumed that I'd see my aunt and I'd ask her, I guess.
Okay, cool.
It's all quite exciting, really. A whole new family tree to discover.
Yeah. Let's hope
Yeah.
there's no more racist ones.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, the good thing about discovering a new family tree that's one that you don't really know and only just found out about and live far away from is that you can generally choose to see them whenever you want. So if you don't fancy them or they turn out to be a little too much or whatever, you could just visit them whenever you feel up to it.
The whole
It's actually very
island
convenient.
fucks off all the time.
But yes, that's true. I hadn't thought about
They
that. as
move
well.
away from you. It's great. Except
sounds-
it's also horrible because it
No,
means
it
I can't
sounds-
keep track of it and I don't like it.
Sounds kind of ideal.
Yeah.
Anyway, drink up.
Okay,
Ashley.
and then what?
With your passive perception,
Oh,
you
is he dead?
noticed
Actually, what I was thinking.
you notice
Oh, rip.
on the outside of your window pair of small faces just kind of peering in, pressing their noses against the glass, trying to watch the three of you quietly. One of which has a frog head, and the other one looks to be a young fawn with little tiny antlers just coming through for the first time, and they're just both like kind of quietly watching you, as if because you're the most interesting thing that has happened.
That's so cool. I don't know what to do about it. I think I'll subtly. Are we still in a mental group chat, or can I not hop in that? I don't think I've got that.
No, I
Have
would have to initiate it.
Yeah.
I figured that you guys were talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
can
I
talk
mean
to
just
us.
like
They won't be able to hear you, right? They're
I
outside.
know, but it's gonna be stealthy. Yeah. So Aisling will just sort of like, we've got friends out the window.
Huh?
There's a couple of little kids watching us.
Do you know them?
But they're cute. Do you want to make them jump, or do you want to say hi?
Why are those the only two options?
Those are the only options.
Murderer, spy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sort of starting to notice a pattern.
At least Ashling's decisive. It's a
The
binary
only,
choice,
the
one or
only
the
good
other.
binaries.
Completely. Well, I mean, you should probably be nice to them as we've just arrived. You don't want to scare the children.
Aisling will turn around very quickly and be like, "Hi!"
They both squeal and run away, laughing.
Ha! I like them.
And they do seem to head back towards where you know the orphanage is.
Yeah, thought they were little ragamuffin orphans. Right, have we finished our wine? Can we go yet?
Sure. Why not? Eugene, you ready?
Sure.
I'll down the last of my popping wine.
So what's this Mother Thistle like? Like, is she scary, nice? Both?
Can you remind me of the exact vibe? Because I'm pretty sure she was nice.
Nice, very busy.
Yeah.
Like having to take care of about a good dozen of you when you were growing up.
Oof, a dozen of Ashling. What a terrifying concept.
All with your own individual needs and requirements. So she was always run ragged, but she always found time for each of you. She earned her title of mother.
Yeah, she was a
yeah.
nice, like, we could trust her kind of person, right?
Yeah. So I think you guys know that, particularly for femme or femme presenting fae, titles like aunt, granny, and mother are earned, and they generally mean that you are a position of importance in a community. So Mother Thistle is quite a proud title that she would probably carry around. Yeah, she was an older lady, so she was starting to slow down. So you hope that I think even Aisling is smart enough to kind of go, I hope that she's not keeping up at that pace.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I'll just say then. Yeah, she's nice. She's nice. She's not like spooky or. I mean, she'd tell us off if we dicked about too much, if we broke something or set fire to something or flooded something, those kind of things. But that was fine.
I'd say that was pretty deserved, probably.
Yeah. What? Even if it was really little. But yeah, no, she would. Yeah, she'd keep track of this and.
The thing
She
with
was nice.
little fires is like they tend to turn into bigger fires. Like if left unchecked.
It's funnily enough, that's exactly what Mother Thistle said about it.
Yeah, God. Oh, you're all the same. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, none of them got really, really big though, and they were all outside. Well, apart from one, but that was fine. That was in a bin. That was really little. Okay, let's go.
Right, yeah, let's go.
I
I mean, is she gonna be happy to see you?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw her?
Yes. Crystal should be happy to see me.
I don't think she'd be unhappy to see you.
Cool.
It's one of those things that
Wonderful.
You're Fae. You guys all come and go as you like, and you got to
Yeah.
an age where you decided you were old enough to leave. So you left, and then you went and poked around a bit, and then you went to New Doan, and you
Annoyed them to the extent that they shipped me off.
you just after you were old enough to make your own decisions, you made your own decisions, and you've not really looked back. And it's probably I don't know how Aisling feels, but it's probably you never intended to come back.
No, I don't think there's as much of a sentimentality around it as with non-Fae people.
Yeah, it's not, and again, there's no hardship in it. I think if anything, the mayor was probably surprised to see you back, not because they weren't pleased to see you, but just like, oh, people when they leave, they don't come back.
They were just surprised the restraining order had already passed.
Yeah, it ran out. Sorry about it.
I'm back. When was the last time you saw her? How long ago was that?
I think I was like, satyrs have a relatively human lifespan, right?
They age the same age as humans. They live longer.
Okay, so yeah, I think she probably left at 13, maybe a bit too young to be deciding she was independent, but that's what she decided.
But it's medieval society, so that's old enough. Like,
oh god, life expectancy is going to be like 17.
Fortunately, magic.
Yeah.
By which time you'll be married
with
9 children. Yes.
I was about 13, and I left. Yeah, that's about it. It was
Fair
good.
enough.
It was fine. That's what we did. Like,
No, I was just curious. You hadn't
No.
really said how long it's been since you've seen her.
just said bye, and then I was off.
Just like that.
It's not that sentimental. Like, it's gonna be good to see her, but there's no like big emotional reuniting kind of thing about it.
Good. No, it's good to know. It's I don't want to say anything that makes anyone awkward.
No, she didn't kick me out. I didn't do anything dreadful. Kind of hoping she's still alive, but we'll see. And yeah, it's fine.
Good. Okay, great. Just follow your lead.
Okay.
Wander across the village, trudging through the snow, into an open clearing that has been very purposefully kept clear and has lots of benches and stone steps kind of built into it. Which actually,
can I, as we're doing this, can I keep an eye out for those 2 little kids?
I think you can see them weaving through the crowd, kind of running the direction you're heading. But
when we get there, I
running
mean, I
that
want to
way
keep
that
an eye
kids
out.
do, with, like they're at full pelt, all arms and legs everywhere, not
Mosh
paying
pit
attention.
children.
Not really paying attention to anybody, kind of bumping into other people.
Correct.
Actually bump into this very big boar beastkin, who kind of just knocks themselves over, just leans down, picks them both up, has a brief word with them, and then sends them on their way. You make your way over this big open area, and I think, Aisling, you remember this is the Whisper and the Shout. This is where the council the council of elders meet with the rest of the village to discuss things that affect the whole village. You were dragged along to meetings here, so you understood how the Fae would work. It's called the Whisper and the Shout for obvious reasons. Because there's a lot of both of them.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll mention that as part of the whistle stop tour that I'm giving them. I will mention that to these guys.
You make your way around a long forest road which goes outside of the village into a heavy shrubbed area with tall ferns and trees, and this ongoing sense
They're all full of orphans.
just hung there until they're ready.
No.
No, like fruit. You can be like, this one's ready.
I think Eugene and Rock, you probably get this uneasy sense that you're constantly being watched, whereas Aisling's completely normal to you. Almost like this forest is a little more alive than most forests, you know.
Okay. I think Brock will keep quiet about that just because he doesn't know what's normal in this place. But he definitely is having a slightly tighter grip on his weapon.
Oh,
Just in case.
At one point, Aisling kind of stops you with your passive perception. You wait as this very tall fir treant kind of moses slowly across, followed by this vine blights that have clearly taken a liking to it, and they kind of gauge you for a second, decide whether you're worthy of eating, and then carry on. Having checking out your weapons
goddamn
and things.
vines.
What? There are a lot of them.
Don't
big trees.
don't fucking touch any vines while we're here, you. Right?
What? Oh, don't be ridiculous! But no, the tree people, they're really beautiful.
Yeah.
Are there lots of them?
Yeah, there's loads. It's pretty much like the whole forest.
I mean, I was just going to say something, and I realised that it's kind of an obvious statement. But taken from my point of view, it's really quite a magical place to live, isn't it? I mean, not literally, but it is quite. I mean, it's kind
Also
of
literally.
Well, literally as well, but I mean, it's kind of like every child's fantasy to live in a place that has.
Yeah, it's great.
These
It was
kind of
weird going to
creatures.
places where this kind of stuff doesn't happen. It's like, yeah, things were just things. They weren't anything secretly. And it was kind of weird.
All these towns that only have got one level to them, no secret places.
One
that you-
well.
And
Yeah.
one well.
One
I mean, what
well.
is that
Well.
about?
And the well that they had was deep and like had water in it.
That just doesn't seem hygienic.
No.
I mean, I could see it being a really fun place to grow up. Really.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, we pretty much were free range when we were here.
Free
So it was-
range.
Yeah, it was kind of there was a little bit of a school situation.
In Eugene's
for them.
in Eugene's head, he just hears. She means feral.
Well, they kind of like open the door in the morning and you come back in the evening at some point. Most of us, anyway. The other ones would turn up later on. They're fine.
Somebody
Yeah.
would make sure they got home eventually.
Eventually, it's come a tree walking in like, "Is this yours?"
Probably more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's cool. We had lots of cool stuff to explore and lots of you learn a lot of useful things, not necessarily book things, but like useful wildernessy related things.
Yes, I would imagine.
how to
It's why
find...
I'm really good at staying alive, but like really bad at concentrating.
What I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's go.
She leads you further down the path, which remains very consistent. It's very well cared for, and you come into an open area where the trees have been cut back a lot more, and you notice that there are little medallions hung in tree branches and things like that. Little tiny wards, just to keep things away. And you open into this big glade, which goes back to this hill with a mighty, mighty oak tree kind of climbing over. And in the front of this hill are windows and doors, and in front of that, a beautiful, very well tended garden of vegetables and flowers, which isn't being affected by the snow, as if being treated magically.
So cool.
As you get closer, you can hear humming coming from the garden.
Does it sound like could be?
Is it dungeon bees? Kind of humming?
No.
No, it is definitely a humanoid humming. Someone humming an old folk tune and busying themselves around the garden. And as you get closer to this place, it is clearly Mother Fizzle's house. A soot black owlin wearing overalls and a white shirt and a little flat cap comes around the corner, humming to himself, with a big sack of dirt under one hand and carrying a rake over one shoulder. And just,
Oh my God, is it my boy?
It's Soot. Yes. You're one of your favourite people growing up.
Yeah. Sir!
Oh, that's me. His head turns around, looking. Oh, there. Hello. Oh,
Hi.
wait, that's little Ashley.
Uh-huh! Can I go up and hug Sir?
Yeah. He puts down the back slowly because he's an old bird now.
I will hug gently.
And then just kind of, oh, look at you. You've all grown and look at your horns and
I know. We've got a ship. You know the one that well, you probably don't know because you've been here.
No.
But we pulled up a big old ship. These are my friends. This is Rock and Eugene.
Hello, Rock
Hello.
and Eugene.
Rock Eugene.
Oh,
This is
A pleasure.
Oh, you're a dragonborn. We don't see many of your folk around here.
Well, count yourself lucky.
Oh, he's funny and sharp, that one. And you look very, very clever. You look like some sort of wizard from a storybook.
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a wizard, yes.
Ah, see,
he is very clever.
the big nose.
And it was his mum that was from storybooks.
I'm sure that was very good for you.
Yeah.
Are you here to see Mother Fizzle?
Yeah, is she about?
Yes, she is.
Not dead.
Would you kind of gently wanders around and comes back with
Score.
comes back with a big basket full of food. Would you take this in? It's for the little ones.
Yeah. No
Good
worries.
girl. Always could count on you, Ashley.
Yep.
He goes, right, well, I won't be keeping you. I've got so much to do and so little time to do it in. You free, have fun, and be good children now.
Yes, we will. It's very nice to meet you.
That's it. Bye.
Bye, Ashlyn, goodbye. And just wanders back and just starts picks up his sack and his rake and starts humming as he kind of trundles off to behind the house.
I think as soon as he's out of earshot, I'm just going to lean down to Eugene and Aisling and just say, right, so can we take him with?
I mean, can, yes, should, also yes.
I'm gonna have to protest that we probably shouldn't
Oh,
take
why?
a clearly elderly gentleman with us on a really dangerous set of quests.
Oh, okay. Maybe when we've not got dangerous quests.
Okay, yes, fair enough.
Sure,
I didn't think
we
that's...
can take him out for an afternoon.
Yeah. Good idea.
He's adorable.
Yeah, he's great. He was such an enabler of all of our chaos. It was brilliant. You could get away with anything in front of him. It was great.
Also, I just want to mention the whole giant oak tree hillside sort of... You didn't mention the orphanage was literally out of some kind of fantasy children's book.
Oh, what do you think
What
it
were you
would be like?
expecting? Grey building with like bars on the windows.
Oh, you've seen the ones in the Empire. No, they're not really that bad, but they're not built into a mountain with a giant, beautiful oak tree in a magical forest. That's not
Why not?
really...
It's where kids go. Kids have got to have it. Like, why would a kid want to have like a boring house?
I mean, I can't disagree with you at all, but
Yeah.
it's just not
It's for
really...
kids.
I don't think they know how to have fun in the Empire.
No, doesn't sound like it.
I am
Does the Empire
right
have
here.
anything? Does Empire have anything for kids, or is it all right angles and grown-ups?
rules. I think the Empire has rules for kids, doesn't it? I think that's just Ashling.
No, look, children in the Empire are like children anyway. They they're just kids. They want to play and they want to enjoy it, but it is quite a regimented place in a lot of ways. And for me, it was
Regimented fun.
Rules.
Sounds great.
Well, yes, and Canberra and I spent quite a lot of time doing things that we had to do, and that we had to be in this lesson and learning this thing, and so we did have fun, but it was usually in between the bits that they made us do. But even outside of that, though, even in Cloud's Cairn, the orphanages are not generally quite this fantastical. It's really quite a lot. It's beautiful.
What it should be. Like, it's what it should be. This is the right way to do it, right?
I would say so.
No,
people that I would say, "Oh, I'm from an orphanage," would be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, that's why.
No.
Generally, they're seen as places that are a little bit sad because children there often don't have families, or they've lost their families, and for most people,
They
especially
don't have a family; they're literally living with one. They're
yeah,
just
no, I mean,
not related to them.
yeah, that's what I mean. A family by blood or birth, and so people see that as sad. Particularly humans are very attached to their
That's
offspring.
very weird.
Yeah, no, humans are their offspring. It's like, honestly, it's really weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. They were pretty blood obsessed, aren't they? It's a bit weird.
Anyway, yes, I'm just. It's quite breathtaking, your orphanage.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. I liked it.
One quick question. Sorry. What are the wards to stop getting in, and why are there guards if everything is so safe and lovely?
Do I have a legit answer to that?
Because not everything is always safe and lovely.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, even though it's really pretty, there's still like fucking sky sharks, isn't there?
Blights. The blights that you saw probably only didn't start on you because they didn't think that you were worth chasing.
Yeah, there's still some spooky stuff around here.
How rude. Just throw something at them next time.
Oh, don't throw anything at a vine.
Okay, no, just checking. It seems all very sort of it seems really perfect. So I kind of was just wondering why they.
Well, yeah, it's pretty good, but that's because of these things. So she'll like tap a few of them. Be like, this one's for the spooky vines. This one's to stop tiny sky sharks because some of them get on land. This one's for the little crocodile-y looking things. You don't see many of them anymore. This one's for bugs. It's just
Okay,
sitting there.
do you
That
know
just
what?
keeps the bugs away.
I was more comfortable not knowing. Let's just keep going. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't forget the basket of fruit and vegetables.
Okay. Do you want try that one?
No, it's for the children.
They've got loads. Eat it.
I am not making a first impression by eating the food literally from the children. But no, I'm not having it.
Eugene, try that one. That one's gonna be a good one.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes,
If I
absolutely.
believe
How
that
dare you?
Ashling's trying to give me something nice and not tricking me into eating something disgusting. That's a 12.
I mean, you can roll deception or persuasion.
No,
based on-
she's not trying to deceive. It's genuinely a tasty thing.
However, I do think like with what you've experienced, particularly Eugene.
Oh, our
you're-
palates may differ.
But no, it's not so much that. It's so much as you need to be wary. You are in a Fey Enclave. You need to be very wary about what you take from whom and why.
Oh yeah, this is okay, right? You're offering me the food, so I'm allowed to take it, right? But it's not your
Yeah.
food. I'm not concrete on the rules of eating Fey food.
Neither a Fey.
Last time we were in a Fey Enclave, you told me not to eat anything people gave me.
Yeah, but you kind of you do it sometimes.
I'm gonna take a pass this time, actually.
Okay.
But
She's
thanks
just shoving her
for the
face full
offer.
of whatever's
It
in the
looks
basket.
delicious.
Technically, you would only owe Ashling because this is actually still Ashling's home. So I think you're probably
Ashling's
safe in that regard.
thoroughly eating quite a bit of the stuff in the basket. Sorry, kids.
Very big basket.
They're small. How much
Sorry,
food do they need?
orphans.
They don't need it.
Um,
I'm a growing boy.
you march into you open up into the garden, and the inner area is much more flowers and open areas and discarded wooden toys and things everywhere, just kind of left wherever they were.
Do we step on any Legos?
Roll for Lego attack.
Shit.
I mean, I've got shoes on, so it won't be that bad, I
Yeah,
suppose.
we'll be
I
alright.
got my frog wellies on. They're indestructible.
You make your way down the path, and just as you're about to kind of open the door, it opens itself, and a tall, grey and brown herringon woman who looks more like a hare than a rabbit, with big amber eyes, and not quite a strong figure, but greying at the edges where she's obviously a little bit older. Wearing very plain clothes, but very well kept, very clean and pressed, steps out. All right then, we best be having a look at you, hadn't we? Come here.
Okay.
I can push Ashling forward.
She just kind of like sizes you up, and she's taller. And this doesn't very happen with many herringons. She's taller than Ashling. She's about Rock's height without the ears.
Without the ears.
Yeah. And
Damn, she is tall.
she kind of just looks at you and goes, well, I suppose you're probably eating too much cheese, as usual. But we've never been able to do that for you. But at least I'd like to catch you with a vegetable in your hand, my dear. How are you feeling?
I ate 2 bits of fruit a minute ago.
I
Right.
saw that was...
Shut.
It's per handful, from what I understand.
Yeah. So yes, vitamins.
You best be coming in, and I put the kettle on, and you can tell me about your adventures.
Okay. This is Rock and Eugene.
Hello, Rock and
Hi.
Eugene. Come in. I will not have anybody standing around when there's tea to be had. Come on.
Okay.
And she leads you into what can be described as like very big underground area with lots of rooms coming off a big hallway. It's very chaotic in as much as there's kids stuff everywhere, just left around and things like that, pushed back into corners and picked up and then discarded again as soon as somebody
Put
else.
away. They're tidied in that corner.
Yes. Well,
That's tidied.
by Mother Thistle when she has time to do so. The house is warm. It smells of baked goods, and there are like little kind of glowing lights here and there that kind of just bob in the corners to keep the place light and airy. And she walks you in and marches straight through to a big open kitchen with a huge oak table with about 15 seats around it, and a big Arga at the other side where she goes and puts a kettle on straight away. Take a seat. I don't bite.
Ashling sits in whatever seat she used to sit in.
Yep. You have to move a child's what they call
We're
it.
gonna say you have to move a
high
child. It's
High
my
seat,
seat.
Yeah. High seat off of it. And you do notice that there is a little tiny fairy in. You'd think it was a cage, but when you realise that the top of it is just to stop it because it's just learning to fly, to kind of float out
Aw.
and hurt itself. And it's kind of crawling around with its toys, and then every once in a while it buzzes up and just bangs against the top and giggles and rolls around.
So cute, holy shit.
Please take a seat. Tell me what you've been up to.
Right.
Oh boy.
We've been busy. So we're heroes now. And so we found like rats, and there was like a rat king, and then Eugene fell in the sewer.
Really goes.
I won't actually
but
play out what she's going to say, but she fully goes from the very beginning.
Can I ask this question? Is this the most articulate and descriptive that the other two have ever seen Ashley?
Yeah, probably, because she isn't trying to force articulation, and then she goes too far in the opposite direction because she knows that she can just talk how she wants to talk.
Whilst Mother Thistle listens, she brews you a really nice mint tea and puts some little iced fingered buns in front of you all, and a couple of cookies. And a few slices of apples as well, almost like the sort of thing that children would eat and happily eat, without even thinking about it.
Put bibs on us.
No.
Okay.
She's not quite there, but she does. she does pour and even add milk and everything if
Into
anyone
sippy
needs
cups.
it and stuff. So she just listens, and I think Eugene and Rocky get the impression this is a woman who is very good at listening.
Or just blocking it out.
Just full dissociation blazed over.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, so now we're here because we need to get to New Joan for a bunch of different reasons, and Eugene's got an exam.
Do you have a sponsor to get into the city this time?
No.
Well, how about you?
Should we have
Eugene?
done that?
Do you have somebody who's expecting you there?
Is that what that
we do.
means?
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I do. Then the mayor doesn't need to write you a letter this time.
No.
That's good. She's a good woman, but she's very busy. I don't like to interrupt her if I don't
I
have
believe
to.
she's the mayor now. That's so cool.
It was always going to be her, to be honest. She ever since she was
Amazing.
young, she knew exactly what she wanted from life and how to help the village.
I mean,
so-
she was always a little bit terrifying, so
Did Mr.
I'm not
Toad, the previous mayor, die under suspicious circumstances?
surprised.
No, not suspicious. Just got old.
Oh, I'm not asking her. Rock's not said a word.
Oh.
Rock is literally sitting upright and has got into complete child mode. He hasn't said a word, and he is literally just behaving himself like you've never seen him behave.
Oh, that just goes to show the difference in their childhoods. Feral and too strict.
And somewhere in between.
And somewhere in between. Well, where are you staying whilst you're here?
We haven't worked that one out yet. Because
Well,
of that. Because of that.
well, why don't you stay in the guest suite?
Can we?
Yes.
It's never allowed in there.
Of course you are. I mean, you're an adult now. Of course you are. I can't give you back your room, can I? It's got somebody in it right now.
Really?
In Ashling's head, she just hears, "No, you cannot move the child out."
My fucking room.
You must stay in the guest room, and I will not hear an argument against it. I will make sure that however long it's going to be until Nudoan shows up.
Do
in
you
fact-
know how long until it's going to rock up?
I can find out. And she...
Thank you.
Lil, coming, mother. And this half-elf with dark grey skin and lilac hair, which is tied back in braids, comes in, and she's got a young Herringon in her arms, who is telling her a story in Sylvan at pace. And it's like,
Wellies.
how can I help? And she pops the Herringon down, who immediately climbs in onto Mother's lap, who just strokes her ears gently.
God.
I'd like you to grab Map, and the two of you to go down to the long house. Straight there, straight back. No dithering in the forest today, please. And I'd like you to ask Argan the blacksmith if he has the flight times for the arrival for his equipment when he's going to be shipping to Ludoan. Yes, mother. And she kind of bounces off and she shouts. You hear her shouting for Map. Who comes down. It's almost as tall as you two. As this golden-haired bugbear comes round the corner. And the two of them discuss things, and then the two of them go off, shouting that they'll be back soon as they go. There, I will have an answer. So let me show you to the room, and you can get yourself settled and get yourself cleaned up. I'm sure it's been a long journey, and then once we know.
Oh my god! Right, I haven't even told you about the journey. So we got there, and then she tells the whole story of how they got there.
And she leads you off to a room which we'll find out about in a little while, because I'm going to take this opportunity for a little while.
Oh dang, yeah.
For us to take a break. Cool. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, about 1:45 today, I think. We make sure you stretch, get yourself some water, hydrate today, folks. Especially those of you in the UK. It is wild.
Oh, it's disgusting. I know Aisling hates the snow, but Charlie would pay everything in her bank account right now to be dropped into snow.
Yeah. Wait, did we do a Pride introduction at the top? We didn't, did we?
No, we didn't, because we had
Yes.
the lovely Lady Poppins was doing her thing.
Would you like to do a quick shout out?
Sure.
to Pride?
As those of you who have been with us for our previous episodes know, it is, of course, Pride Month. And our call to action this month is just to take action now. And in that light, we have been showcasing and acting as a kind of platform for other queer folks in the community for the whole month. So if you have a look at our video, which we're going to show now as we take a break, you can see that there are charities and organizations and helplines that are specifically there to help the queer community. And if you can support them, that would be a great way for you to take action this Pride Month in whatever way that you can. And also please keep an eye out on our socials, because Chris has been doing the most ridiculous amount of work, posting every single day with multiple different artists and creators and all sorts of things, all part of the queer and trans community. So please keep an eye out and have a look at those, because you can just click on the link and give them some wonderful support. And this week we shall be doing the same and posting multiple times with incredible people who are authors, activists, and people who have a kind of platform that talk about the issues facing the queer community. And on Friday, just for good measure, we have drag queens.
Oh,
I love how you sell that, Wayne. That's
I
amazing.
know. But as I say, all of this is in aid of trying to raise awareness for the queer community, who are facing an extraordinary amount of attacks on our legal and human rights at the moment in all sorts of places in the world. So if you can support, it really does mean life and death for a lot of people. So we would appreciate that.
Now, we love you lot. We will see you in about 10 minutes.
love you, bye.
are back. We hope you had a wonderful break, that you grabbed yourself something to drink. I have butter and I have a coffee. We'll see which wins.
Theo, we've got an iced coffee.
Amazing. Perfect.
I just checked my ice cubes and they're still not ready.
No, that's the saddest ice cubes when they're not quite there yet.
Heartbreaking. My life's so hard, you guys.
Before our break, our three friends arrived in Brambles End, meeting the village of strange, wonderful fae folk who helped raise Aisling, and have actually gone to the orphanage where Aisling grew up. Mother Thistle offering them a room for as long as they need. She shows you through to a really large room, kind of a little Spartan in terms of decoration and things compared to other places, but with two very comfortable double beds, to which she apologizes because she doesn't have a third, but she can probably pull in a cot if you don't want, nobody wants to share. She's not.
Oh no, it's fine. We have a thing we can put up. It's perfectly fine. Thank you. I mean, it's actually lovely. It's really nice. Thank you very much.
If we pushed them together, then we could have one big bed, and then we could put the bedroll out on that.
Well,
or I can share with Aisling, and Rock, you can have the other bed.
No, we'll do the big one.
Well, do whatever you need to for the rest of the afternoon. I need to do some chores, and a couple of the little ones need my attention. But I'm around if you need anything. If not, Aisling knows where everything is. Help yourself to any food, free of charm, freely given, as a welcome guest of mine.
You hear that, Rock? Right.
See?
So it's fine.
Yes, well, I get that now because
Okay.
your mother said so.
Oh no, I'm not her mother. I'm just Mother Thistle.
Yeah. It's like a title. It's not like a thing.
But no, I know that. I mean, you're clearly not. Anyway, yes. Sorry.
But yes, I'm around if you need me at all. But you probably need some time to yourself. And yes, I'll see you later. And she just
real quick, we met a couple of your littlings earlier. There was a frog-based friend and a fawn-based friend.
A frog-adjacent humanoid and
that would probably be Hamish and Noodle.
Okay. Oh my god. Hamish and Noodle. All right, cool. They just saw us when we were in the pub, and I said hi. And
I imagine you probably very curious to most people in the village, actually, at the moment. Not often that fae that leave come back, you see. And certainly not with such important friends.
They are very important.
I mean, Eugene's family are like royalty.
We've discussed this several times, and it's not true.
Well, I leave you to deal with that yourself. But it's lovely having you back, Aisling. We'll figure out how long you're going to need to be here as quick as we can.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Leaves the three of you to your own devices.
Switch drink.
Oh, look, it's an actual room.
Oh yeah.
Look, it's a room. Like, it's not like they're not serving drinks in the middle of it, or just in an alleyway somewhere. See, it's a room. It's not that different here. You do have places that have rooms you can stay in.
Yeah. We just don't often stay in rooms like this. It's not a big.
It's a guest
You
room.
know, we don't live in ditches, right? You know, we understand how to use cutlery, right?
Really? Then why have you chosen to never use it?
Just because I know how it works doesn't mean it isn't optional.
No, I know that. I haven't been to very many Fey places, and the suggestion of staying on a bench in a inn or pub or just somewhere outside is a little odd, all right?
I thought you wanted to immerse yourself in the culture, but if you want to,
I'm happy to be immersed in the culture. I'm not going to immerse myself in the filth.
that's the culture. That's the culture.
No,
Culture
That's
also
where the
means
best
germs.
culture is in the,
Yeah.
in the dirt.
Oh, Aisling, remember we discussed that some words have multiple meanings?
Uh-huh.
Culture is one of those words.
Yeah.
One of them is
You get both.
one of them is growth, and
Uh-huh.
and one of them is things like libraries and reading and plays and things.
Yeah, you get both.
You do. Okay,
I'm
fair enough.
lying in the dirt. Yeah.
Immerse yourself
Anyway.
in the culture.
I'm trying to help, but I clearly am not. I'm going to go back over here and do what it was I was doing before.
Reading his newspaper in his tweed slippers.
In
Are
your
there any
head.
libraries here?
Are there any?
People have got books.
People have seen
I
books.
think I saw a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, people have their own books. They borrow and lend to each other. There's no actual library.
Yeah, it kind of acts. Everyone kind of acts like their own. They share books with each other. There's
Is
not
there
one specific building that's called a library. Sorry.
Is there like a wizard or a sort of high-level magic user who might have some books Eugene would be interested in?
Can I think of any high-level magic users?
There's lots of quite powerful magic users.
Yeah, but we just
around.
use our magic to fart around.
Yeah. I mean, immediately the most powerful you think of is Granny. But that's probably not an introduction Eugene necessarily wants without reason.
Also, I feel like the late fees from that particular learning institution would be quite
It
high.
involves organs.
But she's the most powerful magic user on the island.
Yeah. I think even Aisling's a bit too scared, even as an adult. So she's like, I mean, no, let's not. There's no Granny, but I don't want to
Yeah, no,
really.
not either.
Okay, good,
No,
good,
I mean,
good.
let's at least try and survive to our second day here before we try and sort of take on powerful Fey beings.
Oh yeah, you ain't taking on shit. Yeah, she's too scary. Okay,
Are there any?
probably got a book somewhere.
Are there magic shops here? Or I don't mean like shops that are magic. I mean shops that sell magical items. That would be interesting.
I mean, is it more of like a people open up market kind of situation?
There's a daily market where people sell goods and trade goods and the like as well. There wouldn't be a magic shop as a sort of thing. There might be a few magical items dotted around, some of which you might be able to convince people to part with, depending on what you offer them. I think Rock is showing his city a little bit at the moment, and
That
not
dang
in a
city
bad
slicker.
way. Not in a bad way, but it's not that sort of community. Like, if you needed something and
There's
someone
a
had
pub,
it,
a school, and a post office.
You
That's
just
it.
described the horrible village that I grew up in.
Me too.
Well, no, there's not a magic shop. There's sometimes there's like a market, and people will sell some things that they've got.
Oh, well, if there's a market, maybe we can have a look at that tomorrow. It's always interesting to see what sort of the markets have in different places. I think that's a good way of learning about sort of the place.
It is a Fey market. So remember the last time we went to one of them, you've got to make sure you keep your wits about.
Yeah, but that was quite fun.
Exactly. So okay, good. Yeah, so there's stuff.
Good. Well, maybe we can do that.
The forest and the garden bits are cooler anyway.
I mean, is the forest? Can we just sort of go and explore the forest, or is that dangerous?
Bit of both.
both of those are affirmative. Yep.
Yes.
Probably better not to go during the night, because that's when the unseelie rule the forest. Day is usually safer, particularly for non-Fae, but...
No,
Yeah, we'll go
definitely.
during the daytime because that's when things are nice and not spooky.
Good. No, I'm fine with that.
Cool. What sort of time of day is it now?
I'd probably say it's about early afternoon.
Okay.
I'd already had my first bottle of wine. Good, great.
A modest selection of breakfast wines. Well, I mean, we still got a bit of daylight left. Go for a wander now if you want.
Well, sure. I mean, it's your village, so we're. I mean, I'm in your hands.
Yeah, we can go. I can show you where some dens are.
Some what?
Dens.
Dens of what?
Dens. I'll sort of look at Eugene and be like, dens,
Yeah.
right?
What? Animal dens or?
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You grab what you need and head back outside. I think this time, as you kind of reach out, you all feel that little tiny bit of magical pressure as you step outside the wards, which you didn't necessarily feel on the way in. And you are free to wander wherever you like in the woods. Do you have anywhere in particular? Is there anywhere that Aisling liked when she was growing up that she wanted to show people?
Yeah, I think there's probably going to be a pond, which is why she likes having a pond in her room.
Yep.
So there's probably a pond somewhere where she built a really flimsy shit den. So why she thinks it still exists, I don't know, but she thinks it's still there. Yeah, and she built a little den next to it as her lakeside cottage.
I like to cottage.
Yeah.
Ashling's taking us to the lake house.
Oh yes, the summer house. Come on.
Leads you through quite sun dappled, like it's cleared up quite nice. It's still cold, but the weather is actually quite pleasant. Sun dappled forest, like you can hear the creaking of the snow and some of it kind of falling out into the world around you. You come across a half frozen lake, like pond, like sort of not bit too big for a pond, a bit too small for a lake. That kind of weird place in between, with frozen like halfway through. You can see that someone has been skating there earlier today, and someone else has broken a hole in, which is obviously been used for fishing.
Or a child was skating and was an idiot.
Wow.
They're fine. They're fine.
You wander down, and unfortunately, as Charlie rightly predicted, the den is gone. There is a new one, which clearly another child has built a little further up.
Burn it.
Ashley kicks it down.
This is my land. Oh well, this. Okay. Well, I see
Aisling
what,
tests the integrity.
I see what they were trying to do with this.
It's for their own good, really.
It's not. Yeah, they need to learn. It's not as good as my one, but I had a den. This is a den. Rock.
Oh, you mean just sort of like a play sort of thing, a den, like a place you go to?
Uh-huh.
No, I thought you meant like some kind of animal's den. That's why I was a little alarmed. But
Oh no, you leave them alone. I've got stuck in too many of them.
Chasing fox cubs.
what?
Yeah. You don't
Okay,
go in
never
them.
mind. It's fine. Yes, no, that's a rule I'm good with.
Yeah, so I had a den there, and then the pond was there, and then this is Eugene. This is why I've got a pond in my room, because I really like this spot, and I used to come here all the time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's very
nice,
pretty.
isn't it? Yeah, I don't know why someone decided they should go on the ice. It is half frozen. which isn't frozen enough. But whatever.
Faye.
Yep.
Hey, man.
As you watch, there's this little bright red newt pulls itself out of the water and quickly, and I mean very quickly, like skitters across what's left of the ice and runs into the thicket. Every single time its feet touch, you hear this little tss, 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 tss.
Is it fire salamander?
It's a little tiny fire newt.
Oh my god!
I think, Ashley, you pick up on some whistling.
Ooh.
As you kind of paying attention, you hear someone is heading towards the pond. And
Can I look to see who it might be?
yeah, there is a quite slim, quite gangly looking fox beastkin coming up. Don't know how you feel this is going to go, bearing in mind Rock's feeling about foxes.
Oh shit! So long as this beastkin doesn't open their mouth and go.
I was gonna say, if it screams at me, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Because I don't think you actually ever saw a fox in the wild in the end.
Just
did
heard
you?
them.
Just heard them.
But I mean, Rock would know what a fox looks like. He's just never experienced one in the wild before. Certainly not at night screaming at him.
He has a fishing pole over one shoulder and a tackle box, and he's wandering up. Oh, hello there. I didn't know that the pond was occupied. Are you fishing? I can come back later.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I was just showing these guys the pond because I grew up here.
Oh,
So-
you're one of Mother Thistle's
Yeah,
waywards.
my name's Ashling, and she'll stick her hand out for a handshake.
I am Burn, and just kind of grabs your hand and gives it a nice warm, like shake. Well, I won't keep you. I've got a few fish to catch. Hope for dinner tonight, and then yes, nice to meet you all.
There's some. Just keep an eye out though, because there's. Oh yeah, this is Rocket and Eugene.
Hi.
They're my pals.
Hello.
There's a couple of little fiery buggers in there.
Oh, fine.
uh,
Yes. Actually, if you can catch one at the right moment, they're really good for keeping your hands warm.
That's true. They've also managed to set fire to a couple of my fishing rods before. So just
yes.
like, when they wrap round it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of picks his, goes, I've got a steel core I imported for this one.
All right.
It took me a while. Well,
Wow.
that's a very good warning otherwise. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's right. I suppose that's the smart thing to do, isn't it?
Well, it is if you do it on a regular basis, but if you're doing it for fun, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, mine was just a twig, wasn't it? It wasn't really. I wasn't really
Oh,
fishing.
I
I was
used
more
to love
poking.
that. Just a twig with a string on the edge and a hope and a prayer.
Yeah, I never caught.
Dear God, man, she's an orphan.
What? That's how we all learn.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, nice to meet you. Anyway.
Lovely to meet you too. He just kind of wanders over to what's left of this little tiny wooden jetty and just kind of plonks himself down and starts casting out into the hole, which you kind of get the impression he probably cut earlier.
He didn't fall through it then.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a relief.
Cool. Yeah, I'll lead these guys back through the forest.
Ashton, do you have any friends that still live here?
I don't know.
I mean, is there anyone you want to see that we should sort of look up?
I can imagine that everyone who I grew up with has kind of moved on.
Most of the orphans not having a place of their own would probably grow up and move on, if not to New Doan, to other places.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought that maybe I'd bump into one or two of them at some point, but mostly all I was expecting to see are the grown-ups who I grew up with, rather than us lot. But if I see anyone, that'd be cool.
Where did you get into trouble here? Where's the place you got into the worst trouble, apart from in the orphanage?
Okay. She sort of doesn't even say much. She just sort of scampers off and expects you to be following.
Where does Aisling take them?
I think it's kind of a cross between a cave and an animal den. It's quite small, but the perfect size for little kids. And I think this is one of the spots where her and a few friends decided that they were going to run away and live in this cave and tried to be self-sufficient and tried to probably, it was in the winter, and they probably tried to cook some sort of nuts, but they were very dry and they kind of exploded and made a lot of noise.
So Aisling and friends ran away and tried to be self-sufficient, and it was the worst 5 minutes of their lives.
I was gonna say, how long did it last?
Nowhere near, barely an hour. But because the little den where she did this is made of, it's like a rock lined situation, I think she sort of sticks her head in and can see that there's still scorch marks on the top. And yeah, she points it out. She's like, look, right, okay, in there, stick your head in, don't worry, nothing's gonna get you.
You realize you stuck your head in and then came out and told me nothing's going to get me. What if there'd been something in there and you stuck your head into some animal's den?
Then it would have got me.
God, you really ruin things by being practical sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway, right, so Rock's going to try and indulge Aisling by crawling down on his hands and knees and sticking his head in the hole to try and see what's in the den.
You kind of poke your head in, and you can see this scorch mark where Aisling clearly exploded something. And as you look to the left, you come face to face with a small Vulpine creature, which shrieks at you in panic and tries to scrabble past you.
Rock will immediately shriek right back at it, and from your guys' perspective, you just see flailing legs and arms as I try and extract myself with my horns out of this den.
Like when Winnie the Pooh got stuck in the hole.
Are you calling me fat, bitch?
You guys watch as this poor frightened fox, who had clearly been asleep at the back, runs off into the forest, kind of gets a few paces like that he's safe, kind of turns around and barks at you a little bit angrily, and then disappears over.
Can I cast Speak with Animals, please?
You certainly can, yeah.
Sorry.
Fuck off. I'm trying to sleep. Bastard bloody bipedals.
Sorry, bye.
Rock's just like, what, Aisling? You should look properly next. No, there is no next time. I'm not sticking her head in any more dens. That's it.
Oh, hold on. Let me check if there's any more. And she'll put her head in again.
Oh dear gods! Rock's just like
she wants
despairs.
to show Eugene, and she doesn't want Eugene to get a fox to the face.
Yeah, it's fine for Rock though.
Can I use press? Does prestidigitation make light, or does it only get rid of light?
I think it makes like little light effects, doesn't it? It's not like enough to kind of see by, but
you can warm up the den.
Yeah.
Well, she's got her sparkly stuff. I think she'll use that, and she'll.
Actually blows a staff of pyrotechnics into the thing.
No, it's not.
It's like, I don't need to see it. You
That's
can
okay,
just
it's okay,
describe
it's
it to me. It's okay.
I think she'll put the. She's not listening. She'll put the staff in there, and it'll light up, and maybe like a bunch of bugs come out of there.
Yeah.
Because they're like, ah.
Yeah, and you still got to cast Speak with Animals up, so you can hear them go, "What the hell?"
I think maybe we should stop putting stuff into that hole and just leave it alone.
Come here.
Do I have to?
Come here.
Yes.
Come here.
I get Pocket out of my pocket and I put it from the ground, and I'm like,
cheating.
You got to take one for the team, okay? And I walk into him and send him in and said,
bounces in. There is this now quite empty. It's very bright.
Hi, Pocket. And Eugene. Right, look up there. You see it's all black at the top. Does he nod? Right, good. Right, so me and some mates for like 45 minutes were living outside of the we started a commune.
We were off the grid, man.
Yeah. We started a commune and off the grid. And we tried to cook some of those nuts on that tree over there. But turns out when they're dry and it's winter, they kind of explode. So we kind of had to run out of this little cave and they all exploded. And that's why the top of the cave is all burnt. And I got in such big trouble for that because it made a really loud noise and scared all the animals.
I think if you remember, the problem that the villagers had was not that you had done it, which would have been fine. It's just that it was so loud, it drew Granny's attention.
Oh, fuck. Do I know that?
Yeah, I think they would have been very emphatic to tell you that's one of the reasons you were in trouble. Because, admittedly, like most Fae kids get away with a lot more than outside the Enclave would, and Rock's given you some good examples of that already.
Yeah.
And it's a whole sort of, but they're exploring the world. They're part of nature. Come on, let them to it. Yes, they burned themselves. They've learnt a valuable lesson. We've got magic. We'll heal them. It's fine.
Some of us were forced to use cutlery.
It was hard.
It was hard life, I tell you.
But the fact that Granny became aware of what you had done in the forest meant that you needed to be told off about it. I think
maybe that's why, because she did this quite young. I think maybe that's why Aisling never was able to go through with the dare of go near Granny's house. Yeah, so she'll say that. She'll be like, and then it scared all the animals, and then it woke up. Granny was having a nap or something, and it woke her up, and she didn't like it. I got in big trouble for that because if Granny doesn't like you doing something, ooh, it's not good. It's worse than exploding things.
To be honest, the fox didn't seem particularly thrilled with what you were doing either.
Yeah, well, I said sorry. It's fine. But that's Granny didn't like that. So that's when that's probably my naughtiest thing.
Have you actually met Granny? Have you seen her?
Only from a distance.
Yeah, we used to dare each other to try and get as close to the front door, like the porch bit. But none of us could do it. I didn't get very far at all because I was like, she knows who I am.
She got my number already.
Not a chance. So, yeah,
fair enough.
Just why do you want to go? I dare you.
Eugene.
No.
Whilst these two are having a conversation, you're kind of looking around with Pocket, like as an additional pair of eyes. You notice that there are a number of ravens that have settled in a tree and are watching the three of you.
Oh, fuck.
How many?
3.
Okay.
4.
Just watching.
And they're just watching?
Just watching. Very intent on what you're doing.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything yet.
Yeah, I'm just continuing to regale you with how my friends nearly got close.
So what now? What's the plan? Maybe
Well,
get
we've
out
probably got about
afterwards.
3 more minutes of daylight, so I'd say we should probably get home.
What? 3 minutes?
That's right.
Well, how long is it going to take us to leave? You said it was scary out here when it was dark.
Okay, move.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head back. And I'm assuming I know the way back.
Oh, you know the way back. This is
Okay, cool.
you'll feel familiar. Like some things have changed, like bushes grown in different places and things, but it's still relatively the same.
She points out every single thing that has changed.
Yeah.
As we leave, can I look behind to see if the ravens are following us?
They are.
Granny hasn't forgiven you.
No.
Are they getting any closer?
Keeping a distance, just making sure that they can keep an eye on you as you move through the forest. When you get to the border with the wards, they stop.
Okay.
Don't come any closer.
Aisling.
Yeah.
I think there were some ravens following us.
Ooh,
Is
cool.
that normal?
I don't know. Animals do all sorts of weird shit. Are they nice?
I don't know. I didn't.
You didn't ask?
No.
Oh.
Well, did you at least wave?
Did you offer them a beverage?
No. They didn't really get that close to us, so I
Oh.
just was watching to see what they did. But when we left, they followed us.
Did they look like normal ravens, or did they look like spooky ravens?
I mean,
So
I mean,
one's
roll a
like a
nature
very,
check.
very dark grey, and the other one's a nearer to a black.
Which one's a which?
right? Okay. I mean, I've always found all ravens kind of spooky, if I'm honest. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
Is it nature check?
Yeah.
It's 29.
Oof.
I know everything about these ravens.
You know their zodiac sign, their blood type.
These
Are they nice ravens?
they were not acting like ravens would. Ravens are by nature quite curious creatures, but
That's why Aisling wasn't fussed. She was like, "There's birds in it."
the attention they
Poor goods man.
gave you and the intelligence in their movements and actions imply they were something more than normal ravens. And I think that look carry over is like they could be familiars. They could have been influenced by magic.
So you could have said they could have been influencers. I mean, we're in the Fey Enclave.
Were they in the
anything's
middle of
possible.
an Instagram live?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they were cross
Hey,
with
guys.
you. Hi, just in this forest. There's like these weird people. Just
Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button.
Oh, gosh.
Your sappy's showing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they weren't acting like normal ravens, but I don't know,
Oh.
it's probably nothing, but I thought I'd mention it just in case they turn up again.
Okay.
Or like maybe someone's watching us.
Ugh,
know
it's
who.
not as they weren't scrying, were they?
I don't think ravens can scry.
I don't know.
No, also the last time someone was crying on you, it was just through magical means, and they didn't try and pretend it was a creature. They were just scrying. So I don't.
What if they were realized we saw that? What?
Oh, they know I saw them.
Yeah. So what if they were like, "Oh, I'll use something that they weren't expecting"?
I don't think they'd use 3 ravens, to be honest.
It's not subtle, is it? Well, I didn't realize.
But I mean,
Yeah, and in that case, they'd have to be some kind of familiar, and that would mean they wouldn't be able to be more than 100 feet away from them.
Depends. There are some. I think there's rumors that there are some casters who are clever and cunning enough that they can send their familiar miles away. But you've never seen it. It's rumor.
no one
I
who's
won't
seen it
tell
has ever
Ashley
lived
that.
to see it.
I don't want to spread the paranoia.
Alright, well, we'll just keep an
Probably
eye
fine.
out for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Besides, they can't get past the wards, right? So we're chilling here. Right?
No. Have they?
You don't sound convinced.
They stopped
wards,
short of the
they're
wards and
Pretty effective.
Yeah.
They stop most stuff.
There's a lot of vaguery going on here.
It stops most things.
very
Okay.
powerful creatures can probably break through, but like, you know, if they're that powerful, you're probably not going to
Yeah,
stop
but
them
it's like
anyway.
If it was like a fuck off big raven. If it was like a horse raven.
I don't think the
Oh,
wards
why?
are based on physical size.
What if it's big, then it's
What would you
probably not a
rather?
lot.
Horse-sized raven.
Or a raven-sized horse.
Raven-sized horse. That's an easy question.
What if there's a million of them?
That wasn't part of the. You're just adding extra clauses.
Was the raven? It was normal size.
Yes,
feel like
it
you would've
wasn't the
mentioned.
size of a horse. I think I would have
feel like you
mentioned
would've
that at the
mentioned
time.
that.
Also, I think you would have noticed if it was that big.
Yeah, probably.
Oh. Eugene does have a point.
All right, then it's probably
Anyway,
fine. Let's go to bed.
but yeah. Hey, I was thinking, maybe while we're here, we could ask someone about Fey gods. Like we were going to find out more about the Horned King, right? Do you
Because
think there's anyone
you
here
said
that
he
would know
kind of
stuff?
looked Fey.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would I know who would be helpful for that?
Other than that granny person, I don't think.
Yep, I'm voting against that one.
Yeah, maybe Mother Thistle. She's lived here a long time, right? So she
I mean, yeah, we could ask.
probably.
And even if she doesn't know herself, maybe she'll know someone. Because I don't know everyone who's still here. And there might be new people.
That's true.
And stories of gods tend to make their way into sort of children's stories in some way. So I think.
Oh, we've got some horrifying children's stories.
Okay, no,
You see, lot have no idea.
No.
They're well dark.
No.
Be good.
A lot more swearing than you'd expect.
Be good, or the humans will get you.
Well, let's see if let's see if we can find some help. That's the one.
You're heading back inside.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. Oh, hells yeah.
A horse raven's gonna fuck us up otherwise.
Eugene's just gonna make one more cursory look behind him, just see if he can see them.
Make a perception check for me, please.
Oh god.
I'm not good at
You're a bit further away now, so.
It's a 14.
I think you know what you're looking for. You do see that they are still watching. They're further back and they're not making for where the boards happen. But they're still
They're
watching.
just watching. Okay, that's super.
One of them's on his phone.
He's got a little curly earpiece. It just bounces. It just bounces from the forest.
You make your way back inside?
Yeah.
Rock does.
Eugene suddenly realizes that he's on his own outside.
Oh no, yeah, we've got
Hey,
in.
guys.
Oh.
They're flying. No.
Dimension door.
Yeah.
Inside.
Understand.
You make your way
Good. Well,
in.
that was exciting.
Thanks for coming on little tours. And letting me show you stuff.
It's your home. It's nice to see
I'm
where
sorry
little,
a fox
little
happened.
Ashling behaved.
I'm sorry a fox happened on your face.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're back. That's good. Argan says that it's due day after tomorrow, if there's no
Oh, cool.
problems. The city tends to run like clockwork.
Well, that's good. That's. I mean, considering that it apparently is a little erratic, it's good that it's only a day or so away.
Is it cool if we stay here until then?
Absolutely fine. We've got no other visitors, so you're welcome.
Oh, hey, have you seen any creepy ravens?
No. Define creepy.
Well, the size of a horse.
No. Stop being so silly, Rob.
I think there's one out back, Rock, if you'd like to go and investigate.
Oh my god.
She just wanders off. Food will be in about an hour. Make sure you wash
Okay.
your hands.
Yep. Okay, so should we just go chill until we can have some food? You gotta wash your hands because she checks.
I would wash my hands anyway before dinner.
Oh. Well, even if no one's checking.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Rock's now trying to figure out if anyone has been checking Ashling's hands before dinner.
Nope.
Yeah, we probably need to start doing that.
Oh, no.
You settle down and wash up. Within an hour, you are treated to a really lovely meal. The spread of breads and cheeses and stew and winter vegetables and some really nice cuts of meat. And it's busy and chaotic and really sweet.
Are we eating at the same time as all the kids as well?
You're eating at the same time as all the kids as well.
How many kids are
How's
there?
Rock doing?
A lot less than when Aisling was young. There's only 6
Oh.
with her at the moment. Hamish is a grung, little frog man. Lil, the half-elf, who is quite clearly the eldest and most in charge. Map, the bugbear, who's this big, gentle personality who just wants to help all the other orphans out and is very aware of the fact that they are so much bigger than everybody else and a bit uncomfortable at it. Noodle, who you saw earlier, this spiky, slightly porcupiney fairy, who flits around and is often brought with an oven mitt, gently brought down by Mother Thistle.
Oh, God.
Lem is a fawn, the young fawn you saw with little tiny growths coming through. Has a lot of questions about you being a satyr. Like, traditionally, satyr and fawns, not always the best of friends, but he is adorable.
I answer them with gusto.
It's that horn envy, man.
Just very different horns. It's all about different horns. And obviously, young Maple, the Herringon, and Seven. There's the baby as well, who hasn't been given a name yet.
Oh my God.
But will do after winter has passed, as per tradition. It is vibrant. It is noisy. You are asked 1,000 questions a second from all sorts of different directions. Rock, there is stuff that's bordering on a little uncomfortable when they ask you about what it is. Why are you a dragonborn? Why don't you have a tail? What's your horn? Why is your horn broken? What's this? What's it like? Is that glowing? Can I have it? Can you give it to me?
No filter, Faye, children.
Yes. And
I think Rock starts by like answering the first 2 or 3 questions like very factually and sort of seriously, and then after about 10 minutes of that, Rock is just answering with completely made up random shit. Like every time, like if they ask me, like, why I don't have wings or whatever, I tell them because when I was small, an ogre pulled them off and ate them because I stole his cheese. And like, I'm just like making complete shit up.
Mwah.
Fall in love with you instantaneously. You know that way that kids are like, I'm going to push the envelope on this to see how wild these stories can get. And it's
Well, if there's one thing Rock can do is tell a story. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Eugene is subjected to different things. So, like, as soon as they find out you're a wizard, they want you to cast every single spell that you know.
It's a small room.
It's
No fireballs.
No.
these are all commoner children. They all have 2 hit points.
oh my god.
No, I think he'll do lots of like minor conjuration, just like making things appear.
Absolutely adore it. And it's actually a really pleasant time.
Aisling really enjoys watching her 2 friends like get it stuck in with these feral kids.
I think you would have appreciated them. When
I
you
think
were little as
Eugene's actually really comfortable, much more comfortable talking to children than he is with adults.
Amazing.
Because he knows the rules of talking to children, and the conversations with children are usually more interesting and like upfront, whereas like conversations with adults are like there's lots of unspoken rules and things that you shouldn't say, or things that people say and actually mean something else. But conversations with kids is like They say
Amazing.
what they think, and
We
that's
never
easy.
project onto our characters here on some of the autism. I mean, heroes. And
I don't know what you mean.
You're having a wonderful time when Ashling, you pick up.
When a horse-sized raven
Burst through the door.
Falls through the roof.
sitting at the table the whole time.
Eugene
like
just
the
feels
Kool-Aid man.
Eugene feels the tap on his shoulder.
Of a hoof.
Yeah.
just does on the ground. Nope. if I
You
don't see it, it's not
see
there.
Mother Thistle's ear twitch towards the door, and she quietly looks. And she leans into Lil. Lil, can you take the children and go to your rooms? You're not in trouble, but I just need some time for a second.
Can I roll to see if I notice this?
Roll a perception check, insight check, or a perception check, I think.
Oh, actually, that's good. 21.
21. You do notice that she leans in. Lil kind of nods seriously in that way the half-elf girl does, and she just kind of gathers up the young ones and then talks to Map, who gathers up some of the bigger ones. And they politely say goodnight to you and just kind of wander off with the kids for a second, leaving you free with Mother Thistle.
Can I?
What's going on?
What would you like to do, Wayne?
No, it's fine. If the kids have left already,
Yeah.
it's yeah. I'll just watch carefully.
Someone just broke my wards.
Oh.
She gets up and kind of straightens out her skirts and takes off her apron and picks up a particular skillet. Ashling, you have only ever seen her pick up this skillet twice in her life. Once was with a particularly aggressive human who tried to come back and demand his half-elf girl after dumping her on the island.
Get fucked.
And the other was with a previous merchant
Inmate?
who tried to basically rip off two of the kids. This is her mean business skillet, as you kids used to call it.
Ooh.
Does this happen often?
That's a legit skillet, that one.
No, I meant the ward breaking, not the skillet.
Oh. No.
Really, the killer's skillet.
Nice.
That's
Yes,
brilliant.
I like that.
Could I take a look out the window, see if I can see anything?
Yes. Make a perception check.
15.
15. It's dark. Very dark. Almost unnaturally dark.
Oh, fuck.
Pressing in. Mother Thistle goes to the front door and she kind of motions to you to follow her. Three of
Okay.
you. Opening the door, she steps out onto the pathway.
I think I've got an Eldritch Blast in one hand, by the way.
Yeah,
Just behind my back.
Can I, as we walk to the door, before she opens it, I would also like to just put my hand on her shoulder and say, just let us know what you need, and I will cast Enhance Ability.
What are you enhancing?
Good question.
Skillet damage.
Yeah, what's her stat for skillet use?
Pretty high.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
I will. Actually, no. I will do Owl's Wisdom, so that she has advantage on Wisdom saving throws.
Awesome. Yuji, do you want to do anything?
Not just yet. I think I'm just waiting to see what the situation is before I.
It's the message?
She steps out onto the path, and you can see this darkness is almost like a fog, rolling just beyond where the wards were. In a very loud, clear voice, she goes, "Whoever it is, this is private land, protected and sworn under the oath of spring. You have no place here. State your business and be on your way." At that point, you hear lots of little calls all over the place.
Should have fireballed him.
In a forest.
Even in the darkness, there seems to be this darker point which kind of moves towards you, and this large, shadowy, panther-like figure crawls onto the path and stands up. And as it steps up, its face spreads in this almost human-like grin.
Yeah.
"Forgive us, Mother Thistle, but we wished to pass a message on. Granny would like to meet the visitors.
Shit.
She has things she wishes to discuss with them."
She's still annoyed with me.
Wayne, Rock recognizes a Kotbayan
Okay.
because he used to travel with one, a free one.
Yep.
Cool.
That is
Right
not
now? Do we
my...
have to go now?
I would go during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's late, and they are my guests. They will travel to Granny's place tomorrow, as bidden.
Will we?
Are you going to say no to her?
Yeah.
No, but Mother Thistle might.
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
They are under our protection. They are visitors here, or they are hearthkin. Tell your mistress to remember that. My mistress remembers her duty. If they break no faith, they shall not be punished. Just words. Just words. And it slinks back into this darkness, and this darkness rolls back, and you see the wards come back on.
I didn't do anything. Mother Thistle, I promise. I didn't do anything. I didn't go there. We didn't knock on the door. We didn't
places
do
a
anything.
hand on your shoulder. I know. I don't think... Let's go inside. She says, and she just brings you back in, closes the door, and immediately goes to the kettle. Make an insight check,
Okay.
all of you.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got 24.
Nice.
22.
Oh.
22.
Oh.
Yeah, you all see her hand is ever so slightly shaking as she kind of gets the kettle all sorted out and things like that, and her breath is just a little sharper.
Can I, when I see that, can I go over and I will just place my hand on hers and just say, I'll do that. And I'll just do the kettle thing for her.
She settles down. Thank you, I appreciate that. Granny is the only person powerful enough on this island to break those wards. Was worried that she had turned on us. It was always a concern, particularly with her kind. But if she is standing by her word, which it sounds like she is, there is no danger in talking to her. You did nothing wrong.
But why would she want to talk to us? We've only just arrived.
You're heroes, aren't you? Great stories. You can probably smell the weight of your adventures on you.
See, I told you we needed to bath.
I had a bath.
Are you sure it's not because of what Aisling did when she was younger?
Yeah,
Very
is
much
it?
doubt she's even remembers the wonderful things that Aisling did as a child.
For real?
There have been a lot of children in her lifetime.
Okay,
I
that's good.
think it's more to do with the things you told me about what you have done out in the world.
As in, she's annoyed about it.
I think she's curious.
Okay.
If she meant you harm, I could not have protected you. So,
Okay.
I mean, there is. There has been a lot of things happening to the world and to magic and the Sky Shield, and if she is magically connected, I suppose she would have noticed that things were off.
Yeah.
And maybe we can ask her about, the Horned King.
Yeah, I was just going to say. It's a great opportunity to ask. We wanted to find out some information about some of the Fey gods.
oh, Fey
We were
gods?
actually going to ask you.
Yeah, we were going to see if you knew or if you knew someone who knew who wasn't Granny, but now apparently it might be
well,
Granny.
we follow the courts here. We don't really talk about the old gods.
But do you know about them?
Of them, there are. The Fae had courts in the realms, the wild. I am a child of spring. There was autumn, summer, and winter. Beyond that, there is the hunt, the moon, winter's touch, the changing one. Many, many gods. Many older Fae who are as powerful as gods.
Have you ever heard of the Horned King?
Oh, yes.
The Chained King?
The Chained King is not one I'm familiar with, but the Horned King I know of. Turned his back on Fae kind. Don't know whatever happened
Do
to
you
him.
know what? Do you know what? What does that mean? He turned his back on Fey kind.
So the rumors are, and this is an old fairy tale more than anything else, the Horned King was one of the gods before the courts were set, before the castles and keeps were built in the Feywild. And he argued with his siblings, the other Fey gods. They moved to cast him out, but instead, when they went to his realm, he had already left. And nobody knows where he went or why. Now, it's just a Fey story, so it could be that there's something of this that's more, because there always is, but it's an old story as well, so it's probably changed a lot over the years.
So he just left.
Apparently so. Or maybe there's a version of the story that other Fae know where something else happened to him. Why?
Who could we ask? Don't say Granny.
Granny is the oldest Fae I know,
I suppose we're going to be
but
talking
she
to her anyway, so.
will charge.
I was just going to say, could you give us some sort of, maybe some pointers about what we should or shouldn't do when we get to see the inappropriately named Granny?
Mind your manners. Be wary of anything she gives freely. And listen carefully to the cost that she dictates.
Okay.
She is shrewd and cunning. She's not evil, she's just self-serving. Whatever she wants from you stands to benefit her first and foremost. So be wary.
Okay.
Oh, my dear Aisling, I wish you didn't have to do that. It's
Yeah.
such a
I'd
nice
rather I
day.
didn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to see some pretty things before, hell turned up. So at least we got that.
There is that. Right. Well, I sent the children bed early without dessert, so I think perhaps maybe they can have a slice of cake in bed.
Good to say, are so mean.
Cake. I mean,
Are we included in that?
Of course you're included, Eugene. You're under
Yes.
my roof.
Oh.
You can have it here or you can have it in bed. It's entirely up to you.
Bed. Ashley's already running upstairs.
You need to wait for the cake, Ashley.
Yeah, she probably remembers that halfway up
Yeah.
the staircase and is like, wait, shit! Runs back downstairs.
I think she keeps the three of you busy. She gets you to help her make tea for all the little ones and cuts slices of cake, and then gets you to tuck the kids in. The three of you, just because obviously it's an exciting visitor happening and it's all very new and exciting for the kids, so they really appreciate it.
Rock's not tucking anyone in. Rock's going into the room and just stirring up excitement and then leaving.
They all want stories from you.
Oh yeah, he'll tell stories, definitely.
And
That's what he likes doing. So
You're like the uncle that gives the kids a load of sugar and then gives them back to the parents.
exactly right.
I am that uncle.
Yeah, so you tell them stories, wind them up, and watch them run around until the point they actually just fall asleep because they're so puckered out, most of them. And eventually you settle into your own room, each with a slice of cake, a pot of tea,
Hell yeah.
and some thoughts amongst the three of you. Mother Thistle says
Daunting
goodnight.
thoughts.
She will wake you for breakfast in the morning.
Before she goes, I'm just going to say to her, do we need to do anything to fix the wards or help you repair them or anything?
She put them back up after she took them down.
Well, I suppose at least she's a considerate, whatever you call it,
She just wanted to
Hag.
let me know. that I-
trespasser. That's it.
Yes, she just wanted to let me know that I couldn't stop what was about to happen.
Super imposing and unpleasant.
Don't worry, it's fine. I don't think she would mean harm to the children.
Yeah, but still, sorry, we didn't mean to bring that.
You have done nothing wrong. And she just kind of gently strokes your hair and just gives you a bit of a squeeze in the shoulders. Right. You have some things to talk about and some rest to be getting. Do not let this stop you from sleeping.
Okay.
I will see you in the morning.
Night.
She leaves you all to your own devices.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go see that tomorrow then. Okay, that's fine. Anyone else feel a little bit sick?
Yeah, maybe. But I guess if she's probably just curious, right? She meant us harm. She could have done so.
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, if she can just dispel and walk through those wards, then I mean, we haven't put them at risk by being here, have we?
I don't know. We're only going to be here for like another day and a bit. So hopefully, if it all goes okay tomorrow, it should be fine, right?
When Mother Vissel said she wouldn't harm the children, I think that's probably true. Why would she want to do that?
Yeah, but I'd rather that the adults also don't get harmed. I know it's a bit of a wild take, but you know.
But as she said, if she wanted them harmed, they would have already been. So,
And I get the impression that whilst powerful and terrifying, she probably wouldn't do anything without reason. Right?
well, from what I know of hags, they'll do whatever serves them. But it's very seldom you'll find a hag that's evil. they just do what serves them best and what works to their favor. They're more self-interested than evil, but I do think, I mean, those ravens you mentioned, if those were to do with her, then obviously she was aware of our presence. We were out in the forest. If she'd wanted to do something nefarious to us, she could have done that at any point. So obviously she does actually want to talk, or she had many chances, I would assume. So,
What if she wants to eat us after she's talked to us?
well, we'll have to jump off that bridge when we cross it.
Okay. I think Aisling is definitely a bit spooked because this is like the childhood boogeyman kind of
Yeah.
thing.
This is the thing that was used to threaten you, and he's still used to threaten the community, as you heard when you arrived. This is.
And now she has to go and fucking ring the doorbell.
You have to actually go and ring the doorbell this time.
Be like, hi, new to the neighborhood.
I think you all settle down eventually. Probably a little quieter than you have been all evening. A bit focused down on your own thoughts. Some trepidation, some curiosity. And certainly a lot of consideration about the day ahead. And that, I think today, is where we will leave it.
Oh.
Aisling, what have you done?
Oh! Hey, Mother Thistle said I didn't do anything wrong.
It's true.
She would say that.
Gonna meet a hag. Yes,
Oh,
right, you've met
yeah.
hags before.
Yeah, but this one's the one that is actually fucking horrified by.
Dear. Welcome to the Bramble.
Yay!
Brambles End. This has been fun to kind of put together and play with. I love Fae crap, as everyone
Oh,
knows.
the beast kids are so cute.
Yes.
Oh my god! So adorable.
Yes.
I picture them all as Sylvanian family characters.
Varying
All of them.
degrees of realism, but just suddenly very anthropomorphic, a lot of them. Particularly the young ones are very cute. Cool. Well,
What are the rules about adopting Fae?
You're brave enough.
Are you brave enough to adopt Fae? Are you going to
Mhm.
kidnap Fae? That's the.
You've had one for a while. How have
Yeah.
you found that experience? This one's technically an adult.
Well, maybe we'll come back and visit.
Yeah.
Amazing, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I've certainly enjoyed it. I hope everyone else has as well. It's
loved
always
it.
fun to delve into very different aspects of the world. Welcome to Nudoan, fellows. It's all very different and a little alien to what you've experienced so far, but I think you're going to have fun.
On the upside, there's a lot of wells.
There's lots of wells canonically. Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome. You said I could decide
I
some stuff
did,
about
yeah.
this place.
I opened it up and I am not disappointed at all.
There's now wells and fire damage. Sorry about it.
Dear. We will be back next week for our pre-Wicked Week stream, which we are very excited about. Let's meet a hag. Get you all in the mood before we drop you in to go and talk about Shrek instead.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
a vibe.
excited for
That's a
that. Oh
vibe
my
shift for you.
god.
I'm going to get my friends to let you know where you can find them and what they have got coming up. And today, I am going to pick on Wayne first.
Hi, everybody. You can find me on the interwebs at Created by Wayne, which is my social handle for pretty much all the socials, as well as my website, as well as my YouTube channel. So please do give me a follow and say hi. And yeah, that's about it. And thank you, everybody, for being here on this very hot day. It is lovely to have you all here with us.
Yes, it is very warm, but it has been a lot of fun. That's why I kind of went with the snow theme. I thought maybe we can imagine it's colder than it is.
God, I want snow so bad.
Theo, would you like to go next, please?
Yeah, sure. You can find my work, my illustrations stuff at my website, which is theoblueillustration.com, and there are links there to follow me on social media if you would like. And here is my cat.
Yay! End of stream, cat chaos.
Baby.
Oh,
Baby.
He's just
Oh,
been lying on the
hello.
floor this whole time.
Yeah,
So
they
is
are so
my
harmless.
fluffy idiot.
Look at her face. Oh,
Oh, the
A
little
little
bliss
smooch.
out face. Oh my god.
Good.
Charlie.
Oh, sleepy baby.
Aw.
Sorry.
Yeah, Charlie, would you like to follow the cat up? It's your turn today.
Yeah,
I've got
good luck with
nothing. I've got nothing. Mine's there's just 2 paws you can see in the background.
that.
It's just 2-dimensional rug right now.
Bless.
Yeah, all my stuff's at charlievince.com. There's a link to my Instagram on there. There's also a link to my Medium where
Everything's derailed.
What do people mean?
no,
that
no.
Cats are not scene
Oh
stealers at all.
No. So cute.
Honestly.
That was disgraceful. Oh, it makes me want to cry.
I love it when your pet pets you back. Good Theo.
Yes, so your stuff
Oh,
on
yeah,
charlievince.com.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah, there's a link to my Medium where I've been posting a couple of blog posts as well because I like writing on there rather than on my website. So there's one about creative authenticity, and then there's another particularly autistic one about lava. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
give it a read. And hi, mum, love you, mum.
Hi, Charlie's
mum.
mum. Nearly, so close.
One day.
One day it'll happen. We'll
One.
all be shocked. I guess that just leaves me. You can find me at Chris Mepham RPG wherever your media is social. You can also find my links, chrismepham.com/links should still be working at the moment. I have a wonderful portrait pack of Dragonborns for sale.
Oh, that's so cool.
They are available from my Ko-fi, which you can find on both my social media, all my social media sites. It is also available if you use Roll20 for your Dungeons and Dragonings online. They are available as a downloadable pack on there as well. Just check out my socials. I will, of course, keep you updated with anything
They're very
else.
cool. I love some of the dragon faces you've done in that.
Thank
The
you.
dragon
Oh,
board faces
beautiful.
are so cool.
5 faces, 5 colours, 4 border options. A total of 100
I love the border
files.
options as well. They're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Ah,
It's so easy to use as well.
Yeah. So yeah, just download them. They're resizable, all fun. Use them for players. Use them for monsters. Use them for NPCs that are hanging around in pubs. It's all good.
And all hand drawn by a human.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, that is it at the moment. Yes, we will be back next week. We will be getting you all ready for Wicked Week, which we're all excited for. In the meantime, take care of one another. Try and keep cool. Happy Pride, and we will see you soon. Love you all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh.